What is going on, you all? What's going on? Ciao. What's up? What are y'all doing? What's going down? Guys, let me push this button, honey, and see what these folks is talking about. Hey, D-Cop, what's going on? What's up, Kabor? Is it me or does it not really seem, come on for fold laundry, does it really not seem like a holiday weekend? It really don't. Hey, Mandisa, how are you? Something seems like it's missing. I don't know what it is, but something seems like it is missing. Just woke up from a nap after having lunch. Hey, just read my book. What's going on, darling? Yeah, something just seemed a little off to me. I don't know. Something seemed a little off. It's probably just me. It is probably just me. It doesn't outside of the traffic. Hey, Dr. J, what's going on? Hey, Roro. Hey, EJ. Someone on that wet, you know what? A mess. So the weather is not great. Now I think that's probably what it is. Like during the day, it's like so bright and pretty, like summertime, but child, it's not warm like it's supposed to be. And that might be what's throwing me off. Gay pride, black gay pride in DC this weekend. Child, I guess if you go to DC is probably a little bit better than here because it's always usually hotter in DC than it is here. But I think that's probably a good bit of it is the weather. It doesn't feel like a cookout. I'm not like in that mood whatsoever. No, it doesn't seem like it at all. I ain't invited to not one barbecue. Oh, well, I can't say that now. I just said I don't feel like the barbecue, but I ain't said I wasn't invited. I ain't said I ain't been invited out now. Then you got the whole thing with Tina Turner. That's crazy. I don't, that's one of them weird ones. That whole Tina Turner thing. I mean, everybody has to go at some point. Everybody has to go. But she's just one of those people where it's just like you just kind of always felt like she was always going to be there. Her, Patty, Gladys, it's just like they're just going to be there. Even when Aretha went, you was just like, Aretha Franklin, are you serious? But yeah, Tina, it just kind of shook me. I was like, well, dang. Just thought she was going to be there, child. Even when because we weren't really seeing her. China, you say you've been missing me on these old nasty piece of YouTube streets. I've been busy. I've been really, really busy. Hey, T. Trisha. What's going on, Locked and Lovely? Yeah, I've been really busy. I've been dropping my little my review videos as I do, but yeah, just hanging in the streets, not too much. What's up, newbie? I was over there looking at you earlier. You had a lot going on. It was interesting. A lot of different topics. Very interesting. Say Patty has to stay with us forever. Now, here's the bad part, though. As much as I love Patty, love you too, Latrell. As much as I love Patty LaBelle, I love her, but I just want her to stop singing. And I never thought that I would ever say that. Hey, LaDawn. I never thought that I would ever have the day that I want Patty to stop. I want her to stop singing. I don't want her to deliver me any bad vocals, because see, I'll let her slide, but everybody ain't gonna let her slide, and then my feelings gonna be hurt by bothering her. But sometimes her vocals don't be just right. I'm like, Patty, and she's forgetting a lot of her lyrics and stuff. So I'm like, I don't know. It might be time to just chill. Singing is probably something that keeps Patty here. Well, and that's true. That's true, Dark Chocolate. But she ain't got to do it in that form. She sing around the house till she gets tired. She can go in the studio and record albums. But touring, she ain't got to do that. I'm good coffee and talk. She ain't got to do the whole touring thing. So Patty said in her last interview that she was a drag queen. I said, Patty, have you been listening to? She's always said that, though, Shawnette. She has always said that. She's always referred to herself as a drag queen. She's always referred to herself, her clothing as her drag. She's always said that about herself as far back as I can remember. She better switch to the tenor vocal part. Like, child, she can do what she want to do. She didn't even touch the video, touch the vocals up and bring her vocal double people in. Do what you want. Just get off the stage. Get off the stage. Because you pushing. Like right now, some stuff went down. They was just dragging Frankie Beverly. I'm like, y'all gonna leave Frankie Beverly alone. Leave Frankie Beverly alone. But Frankie Beverly's voice been terrible for years. Last time I went to see Frankie Beverly, child, we was singing. The song is for Miss Patty is the nicest lady with the softest skin. Child, she do look good. How do you feel about Anita? The same way as I always felt about her. Nita's Nita. Nita had that same reputation back in the day. Nita Baker ain't changed. She just Nita. I never thought Chaka could sing, but I love her shading. Oh, child, no, you ain't listening to the right thing. No, Chaka sings down. But Chaka, for me, I like jazz Chaka better than, regular R&B Chaka. But Chaka sings down. And she another one. She can shut up. She don't remember her lyrics either. She never did a residence over in Vegas right now. Nope. Yeah. He said Frankie Beverly earned his right to be hoarse as hell. Right. And I don't know what that is. Well, I don't sing, so I don't know. But it seems sometimes when you get older, you get dry. It's like you start getting dry. Like your throat is dry. That's what it starts to kind of feel like or sound like. So I don't know. I don't know. And I'll be trying to let it go. I'll be like, that's all right. That's fine. Because I'm telling you, when I was at the concert, I heard them notes, honey. I said, whoo, whoo. I was like, that's all right, honey. And then it went with the song, honey, I'm just happy to see. Just happy to see you. Because you ain't sounding like shit. These people, they're getting old. And everybody don't do it. Gladys don't have them problems. Gladys do not have them problems, but it's different for everybody. Patty wasn't having them until just here the last few years. Yeah, Jay said it comes with the territory. And I've been noticing it, and the one person I thought never would happen, I've been hearing it a little bit in Stephanie Mills. I'm like, oh no, not Stephanie. Tina felt her voice was deteriorating too. Well, now Tina had a whole different thing going on. Tina had a different thing going on. I haven't caught her in any situations where she didn't sound like Tina. What's up, Fifi? Tina just Tina. You know what I mean? She always had a different way of doing things. Tina Turner. I was listening to her earlier, and she's one of those people, when you start listening to Tina Turner songs, you start to realize, oh shit, I forgot about that song. Oh, I forgot about that song. Her catalog is so vast that you kind of forget about stuff. And you're like, oh, darn. That's like Prince. Every time you went to a Prince concert, he'd be doing songs. You'd be like, oh, I forgot all about this song. It'd be like songs that you really, really liked. But I don't know. Anita. See, Nita got me when I went. He said Patty's voice lasted longer than Aretha. Patty did not smoke. Right. Patty got on my nerves. The voice thing, because she knows how to kind of maneuver. Patty knows how to maneuver with the voice. She's professional. She knows how to maneuver a little bit, but she's forgetting those lyrics. Forgetting the lyrics started to irritate me. You know, forgetting your lyrics. Y'all know I'm a drag queen, so you know that's probably a little pet peeve of mine. I just be like, girl, what are you singing, honey? What are you singing, ma'am? Well, at least her mic is on. Oh. Do you think Diana Ross is good? A good singer? Diana Ross is a good singer, technically, but she's not a dynamic singer. That was never her brand. Her brand was stage and stage presence. She's not a dynamic singer, but technically she knows how to sing. She knows how to stay in her lane. And I haven't had any bad experiences voice-wise with Ross. But again, she don't do so many acrobatics to where it would stand out. People that do a lot of acrobatics, that's where it stands out a lot. Your voice is a muscle, and when you get older, our muscles does wear down. Got it. And that's the funny part. I wonder if, and this is weird, I wonder if Minnie Riperton was still with us. If Minnie Riperton was still with us, do you think she would still be able to hit those notes? And what would they be like? What would they actually be like? I think she would have been able to hold on for a long time, because look at Shantae Moore. Shantae Moore seems to be getting stronger as opposed to weaker as she going. You know, Shantae Moore's approaching, like she's going towards 60. Like she's in her 50s. Like she's going down the road of like 60. But Shantae Moore ain't missing not one beat. Not one beat. And she literally feels as though she's getting stronger as opposed to the other way around. And it's usually, and the problem comes in their upper register. And the funny thing with Patty's upper register ain't no problem. It's her lower register is where Patty be having some little issues. Patty be cracking in the lower register. I'm like, okay. Brandy's voice literally aged like what? Y'all don't get me started on that Brandy stuff. I told y'all before. I don't know where y'all keep calling that child some type of vocal babble or whatever y'all be calling her. I just don't get. To me, it's bad. Child, to me, is bad. That to me, and people do not give Tamia the credit. They never did. They never gave Tamia the credit that she deserved. Tamia sings down. She do. She sings down. And Tamia be singing the hell out of a song that you don't even think is even necessary to be singing like that. Because what's her little song? The one they do the line dance to. Can't Get Enough of You. Tamia be singing that thing into the dirt. And I'm like, this is just a little mid-tempo, a little get down, woo, woo, woo. She be singing the hell out of that song. But I mean, again, that's a testament to what she's singing about. Because she's one, she love her husband, child. I never really liked Brandy's. Brandy's never been my go-to. I like her fine. She all right. But she sit up in her room as long as she want, honey. I won't go to get her. She all right. I think Betty Wright was still hitting. Betty Wright was, yeah. Betty Wright, no problems. Look at the Clark sisters. Karen Clark. And some folks gonna be mad at me, but I see a little cracks in the foundation. I see a few little cracks in the foundation, but Karen is bad. Karen bad. Karen is one of the best to ever do it, but I'm starting to see some cracks in the foundation. And again, it's just the age thing, and I guess how much they use it as well. Melba Moore still sound, yes, Melba, again, see, that's with the Melba Moores, the Angela Winbushes. I used to throw Stephanie in there. They were like freaks of nature. They're like seventh wonders. There's just something about them that's totally, they got their own thing going. Well, and Tony Braxton is, again, Tony's a little freak of nature. Aretha's voice didn't change. No. You said Aretha's voice did change? You thought so? You know what? I'm going to say I don't know, because Aretha was so shady. Aretha's so shady, and she was so narcissistic that if Aretha couldn't reach some of her notes, we would have never known about it. She would have never let us in. She would never have let us in to know if she was having some vocal problems, because she was just that narcissistic to not share it. Beyonce, yeah, it's the new Beyonce. It's the older version of Beyonce. It's different. This concert B we seeing is different Beyonce. And they putting it on all other kind of stuff. She just is who she is. She's human. She's human. And it's time to slow it down. And I think she got enough sense to slow it down just a bit. To slow it down just a bit. Ain't no reads. B is still B. But that there's definitely a difference in the 40-year-old B and the 30-year-old B. Let me ask you, James, would you pay to see Patty, Gladys, and Dion over there in Vegas if they decided to do a residency? I would. I would. Sisters in the Name of Love all over again? Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Phyllis Hammond, I believe, was still, if Phyllis Hammond was around, I believe Phyllis Hammond was still sounding just exactly like she sounded 40 years ago. She was strong. She's strong. Because look at Rochelle Farrell. Rochelle Farrell's not missing a beat. Not one beat. I've never been a big fan of Angela Bofill. She just all right. She just okay. She never knocked me out. She just was all right. Janet seemed too tired to tour. I don't think she's tired. I think she just took it and just slowed it down. She just slowed it. She ain't pushing it. She just said, okay, I'm not even going to sit here and pretend with y'all. I'm going to slow it down. Janet damn near 60 years old. Oleta Adams, ciao. That's some old Broadway stuff. That ain't going to change. That stuff going to stay. I think Fanny's going to have a lot of longevity. And Fanny be really stressing her voice. She be, doing a whole lot with her voice. But I think that it's got that little touch of who. And I think Fanny will be fine in the long run. Donna Summer would have sounded the same. Listen, listen, Jay Wilson, when I was getting ready to push the button, and when I started to push the button, I'm kind of glad we went here where we're at, where we're just talking, because I had some things that I've been taking kind of a little break. So I had some things that I wanted to talk about, and I didn't know if I wanted to go right into. I wanted to talk about Donna Summer. I wanted to talk about Tina Turner, but I didn't want to do a video. I just wasn't in the mood to do a video on those specific people all by themselves. But I'm going to tell you all, I have been waiting patiently for Donna Summer's documentary on HBO Max to come out. If you have not taken a look at it, you are doing yourself a disservice. It is so good. It is so good. And I will be doing a video about it at another time, because there's some things that I really want to dive into on that. Yeah, Donna Summer was something serious. And I had went to see that other movie about spinning gold. What is it called? Spinning Gold. And that was horrible. The whole depiction of Donna Summer they did kind of answer one question for me that I always felt as though Donna Summer was getting down when she did Love to Love You, and nobody could tell me nothing different. I said, somebody is putting their mouth on Donna, honey, when she was doing that song, honey. When it was in, see, that's this. Here's one of my things. I love the background situation about music. Okay, I'm not a singer or anything like that, but I am obsessed with music production. I am obsessed with it, like being in the studio and seeing vocals getting laid and layered and all. I am obsessed. Okay, so I always, there's songs that'll come on and I'll be like, oh, I would love to be in the studio and see what was going on when that song was recorded. Just certain songs. It's like I would love to love you was always one of them. And I always said somebody was in there giving her something, honey. And they kind of, in the movie Spinning Gold, they kind of led you down that road to believe that, baby, she was in there fiddling her twiddle and getting down, honey. And that's how you got all that you. No, I didn't want to be in the studio for licking like no cone, child. But I wanted to be in there for them licking Donna. And that's kind of where they took the movie and Spinning Gold. Me and Really Big TV, the last time Really Big TV was in Pittsburgh, she came like a month or so ago. About a month and a half ago. And the movie had just got released, and me and her went to see the movie. The movie was boring as hell. But that was like my part, child. And when she went there, she said, love to love you, baby. Oh, I said, I don't. I said, girl, that ain't no simulation, bitch. You was in there getting down, Miss Donna, honey. And I mean, listen, a professional singer, they can give you all that. They can evoke different things. And that's how you know you got a singer. When you give them a song or a line that's just that simple. Now, you want to impress me? Yes. Give them a line and they say the same line over and over 25 times and it's different every time. That is a goddamn singer. And sometimes you need a little bit extra. And I think that our girl Donna got a little bit extra because she had laid the track and it was kind of, love to love you, baby. Oh, love to love you, baby. Then they got to doing some other things that they was like, no, come on, we need, they told her, chop, chop. Chop, chop, what's up, bro, man? Chop, chop. And they wanted her to really go there. And she went there. And if you've ever heard the full-on Love to Love You, Donna Summer be so in that motherfucker. I said, I don't care what nobody say. I don't. Listen, I can only speak so much to it because I am a male. Okay? I'm a male. And I know with my male parts what happened when people get to playing around. So I can't tell you exactly what happens with a female because I don't play with females like that. So I really don't know. But I got a good idea of what you need to do to really get that going on. And can't nobody tell me that somebody wasn't getting that going on because Donna was up in there tearing that song to shreds. And in the movie, don't be laughing at me, newbie. Don't be laughing at me. But I don't care what anybody says. I would put my last money on that she was getting down. And when they rolled that footage in that movie, I about fell up underneath the seat. I said, I told y'all she was getting down. I've been saying that for 40 years, that she was getting down. And I ain't mad about it. I love that song. I love that goddamn song. Ain't nothing like it. Simulated sex. Yeah, I likes that. There's some other songs. Like, go listen to French Kiss. You like house music? Y'all go listen to French Kiss. Baby, Donna opened the door for all that. Church girl. What church she go to? I'll be at that sucker every Sunday. That's what y'all got going on over there to the church house. But yeah, certain songs I would love to be. I love to be Prince, Fly on the wall would have been me. I'd have been a fly right on the wall, like, what y'all got going on in here? What is going on in here with half of that stuff that Prince was doing? I would have loved to be in the studio to see what happened. Other songs that have like really silly stuff going on. Hell, Tina Turner. We were just talking about her. Tina Turner would be doing some stuff vocally that I'm like, is she serious or was she clowning and they just kept it? Like some of her enunciation and stuff. I'm like, is she making fun? Or is she like really serious? Because I think a lot of times people be clowning a little bit. Because you know how we clown. That's the creative in us. Because I've done some things sometimes. And do y'all think that I was really serious when I started doing the whole the cleanup song? I was being funny. Like, I mean, it is funny. It's supposed to be funny. But I never thought that it would be like I would still be doing it. Like it would still be a thing. It would be like funny. Like, you know, some things you just can't plan. It just happens. And then it just kind of catches on. But to be honest, no, I didn't sit down and just really say, okay, well, I'm going to take this little piece from here and I'm going to start saying, just cleaning up. And I'm going to say it to this. And then it's just going to be a thing on my other channel. No, that was an accident. It was an accident. And remember, it was all really done to irritate a certain group of people. And look, to this day, how long I've been irritating them people with that? Every time they hear it, they get so irritated. That wasn't the plan, but it just happened. So that's just the creative part of it. But yeah, there's songs I would love to have actually been in the studio, up on the wall, just looking to see what in the hell is going on. I would love to be with Prince too, especially Diamonds and Pearls era. Listen, I want to be there with that whole Vanity 6 situation. I became a fan of Prince because of my love of Vanity 6. I ain't never been head over heels gay. I am gay. I've never been head over heels in love with male singers. I'm a different kind of gay. I am. I've always told y'all that. I'm a drag queen and a whole 9 yards. I have always loved and been really, my love of vocals are mostly female. Very few males am I really like, oh, no. And I like men, you know, for certain reasons. But singing ain't one of them. Singing ain't one of them. My love of music really straps me to female artists, not to male artists. I wasn't even into Prince all like that. But baby, I was into Vanity 6. Everything about them. And at that time in my life, I didn't know nothing about no drag queen. I didn't know nothing about no trans folks. Nothing like that. It was just something about them. I was like, oh my God. I just wanted to watch them. And I didn't want to be them. I didn't want to be like them. I just wanted to watch them. And that was, you know, I'm gay, but there's still that male thing. I still have that male thing. I am not attracted to women in a sexual manner, but when it comes to women and sex appeal, baby, I know what it looked like, and I'm attracted to it. I'm attracted to it, to watch it, and I will watch it like, okay, well, all right. You know, I know what I like, period. I done told y'all. I already told y'all 9 million times that if I chose to actually lay with a woman that you all know, there's one woman, and y'all already know who it is. That Fifi TV. She in here. And that's just Little Richard. What about Little Richard? You said he watched too. That's great, Sam. Don't you dare. I don't know nothing about no Little Richard. I was going to say, Jay Wilson, I know you don't want to argue, do you? Chris, I know damn well you know I wasn't looking at no goddamn Little Richard. She is not my speed. Woo, Lord have mercy. You know I wasn't looking at her. But yeah, Vanity, Keith, James, Vanity was a whole different kind of something. Vanity is something so goddamn fine. Tell you just be like, I just want to watch her. I just want to see what she going to do. I got you, Jay Wilson. I got it. When I went back and read it in context, I got it. But yeah, I was obsessed with Vanity. Obsessed with her. I was like, wow. And remember, I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We don't have a huge population of like Hispanic folk and stuff like that. So I'm not used to seeing like, you know, you see like, if I was from Florida, you're used to seeing girls that look like Vanity, because Vanity, I think, was actually, I think she's mulatto. So I think she's just white and black. But she gives you Latina. She gives you that Latina girl feel. Her body type and everything kind of just gives you that Latina girl feel. We're not used to seeing that. So she didn't look like anybody that was like walking around here and stuff. It was just something about her. I was just like, she is too damn bad. And then you had the other little girl, the brown skin girl that was with them as well. And she was just pretty. And she just looked like a whore to me. And I was like, oh, I like that too. Y'all know the darker skin one, the brown skin girl. Because the brown skin girl, she reminded me of a very, very pretty whore. And I was like, I like that too. That was, you know, intriguing to me as well. I like me an old nasty piece of whore. I did. So I was watching. So there's two. And then you had the white girl, and she looked like an old dirty whore. And I was like, well, there's a space for you too. Now, I didn't have to watch her so much. You know, she was, you know, but you always need that. See, because you got them here. You got Vanity, who is like the sex goddess, right? You got her. She's the vamp. Then you got the black girl that's just a pretty whore. Then you got the white girl who is just old dirty whore. If some shit jump off, the white girl is going to do all the fighting because that bitch ain't got nothing to lose. So, listen, I was obsessed. I was obsessed. And y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know that's why I always get in trouble, because I say what you're thinking. You got the vamp, you got the pretty whore, and you got the dirty white whore who was going to do all the fighting in case some shit jumped off. That's just the way it was. Now, the Mary Jane girls. See, that's a whole different type of whore setup right there. The Mary Jane girls, honey, I like them too. See, them was just straight up streetwalkers. All of them. But in their group, see, I'm hollering and shit. In their group, the white girl Maxie was the baddest bitch up in there. Maxie was giving you Pamela Anderson before there was a Pamela Anderson. Maxie over there in the Mary Jane girls was the baddest white girl out. Now, she was a bad white whore, so we needed her too. She wasn't going to fight. See, they were street whores, where she could get them into places that them other ones couldn't. The one with them braids, they wouldn't have let her in. They'd have been like, you look like you're going to start a fight before the night is over. But being as though Maxie was her friend, they would let them on in. Y'all with me? Anybody get mad at me yet? I don't give a shit. Y'all started this. Listen, but I did. Obsessed. But I went to see Vanity 6, okay? I've told you all this story before. I was obsessed with them. My mom didn't pay a whole lot of attention, okay, to the music stuff, because my mother she ain't that music girl like that. My love of music got really cultured by like my god brother. I had a god brother that like did all the DJ type stuff. So he did all that. My god brother always had like the 12-inch versions and stuff. He got like, he could shop like a DJ. He liked the DJ passes, and he would have all that stuff. He would have albums and stuff before they came out. So a lot of stuff with him. I have my mom's first cousin, who I call aunt. She was really into music, and my mother's first cousin, which those two, the male and the female, their brother and sister, those are my mother's first cousins. They both were into music real heavy, and I was always around them too. So my love of music is where I connected with them too. Because I call him my uncle. He's passed on, but I turned him on to Plastic Dreams. Y'all know the song Plastic Dreams, the one y'all, the heteros, y'all heterosexuals be doing that little line dance too. Y'all know what song I'm talking about. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all know what song I'm talking about? Somebody raise your hand. You know what I'm talking about. But that's called Plastic Dreams, and the artist is named JD. That song was at the clubs, early 90s. We was stomping to that in the club, in the gay club, baby, when it rolled out. Stomping to that, high kicking, falling in splits, walking runway, and carrying on to that. My uncle heard me playing it and said, nephew, what are you doing with this? What are you doing playing this jazz? And I'm like, doing what? And he's like, that's jazz. And I'm like, because he loved jazz. And I was like, that ain't no jazz, uncle. I said, shh, that's what the sissies be dancing to. He like, I don't know what sissies is doing what, but he said, this song is jazz. He said, and if you could get another copy, get it for me. I'll pay you for it. Because you remember back in the day, those of y'all who used to buy records, you remember there were only so many 12 inches pressed. And then if you didn't catch it, you just didn't catch it. So I ended up getting another one, and I got that for my uncle. My uncle always loved that song. It didn't start being used in heterosexual crowds as a line dance for years. For years. And my uncle would always say, oh, child, y'all late. Y'all late. My nephew turned me on to that way long time ago. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. I'm like, shh. Don't tell people that you knew this song years ago because folks will start questioning you. And my uncle was a whole whore. Trust me. He didn't play with the boys. He was a whole ass whore. But that's a whole other thing. But anyway, so, it just kind of is what it is. But I said all of that to say this. So I have a cousin who had taken me to go to a concert. My mom ain't cared about the concert. And if my mother had been paying attention, she would not. I was in middle school. Do you understand? Middle school. This is right around the time when Purple Rain came out. I'm like 7th grade. Like 7th grade. I ain't had no goddamn business at no Prince concert looking at no damn Vanity 6. But see, I sold my mother the whole thing. So I was like, girl, Vanity 6. I gotta go see Vanity 6. Now, my mother knew who Vanity 6 was. And I think she was just so goddamn happy that it was girls that she said, shit, here's the money, take him, honey. Take him! Take him! Take him! Fix it, Jesus! Fix it! She said, I don't give a damn! Fix it! Said, girl, that ain't gonna work, this thing. Child ain't gonna do nothing but further push the drag queen and me out, honey. But anyway, but I was going to the concert. I'm being funny, y'all. My mother's probably listening. She's probably like, God damn you. Don't you start your bullshit. But anyway, I was going to the concert to see Vanity 6. So my mother took care of everything. You know, she bought the tickets, gave my cousin money to take me and all of that stuff. It's my older cousin. He's 10 years older than me, okay? He's a whole fucking ass jerk, okay? My cousin basically cared nothing about any of what that was going on. We ended up walking. We go to the thing. We've done everything we're supposed to be doing. Well, not supposed to be doing, but going to the goddamn concert. He's smoking weed with his friends and this, that, and on and on and on and on and on. All that bullshit. Finally gets to the concert. Vanity, shit, she was probably on the tour bus and halfway to Minneapolis. By the time I got to the concert, I completely missed them. Hey, y'all laughing at me. I completely missed Vanity 6. So I never got the chance to actually see Vanity 6 in concert. Pissed off. completely pissed off. So this is before. Yeah, this is actually before. Yeah, this is before Purple Rain. Because remember, him and Vanity Six had separated before the Purple Rain thing. Because by the time we got the Purple Rain, there was Apollonia. So yeah, I'm like somewhere in the sixth, like maybe beginning of the 7th grade. Yeah. No, nope. I'm 6th grade. I was 6th grade. 6th grade when I went to that. I had no goddamn business at that concert. Anyway, 6th grade. Because 7th grade, my uncle snuck and took me to see Purple Rain. Okay. So, all right. So, Mrs. Vanity Six altogether. I end up, boom, we're at the concert. So I'm stuck to watch Prince. I don't give a damn about no Prince at this point. But as I sat there, I was like, this little short bitch is in here tearing this place down. And I was just with the music. It wasn't about him. You know, I wasn't attracted to him or anything like that. You know, because again, in 6th grade, my sexuality wasn't, you know, I knew I was different, but I wasn't tapped into any of that. I wasn't chasing boys and stuff. And no, I didn't do any of that till years and years and years. I was grown when I got to all that. I was a slow bloomer, but just the music. I really got caught into the music. That was my first time seeing him. I was in like 6th grade. Hey, Ashton. And from that day forth, I've loved Prince. Now, I've seen Prince maybe 3 or 4 times, tops, you know, at this point. And every time, Prince is going to give you a show. You understand me? The last time I saw Prince, don't nobody do a concert like Prince. You walk into the concert, and they give you a CD. Get into that. Free CDs of an album that ain't even been released. Free CD at the door, okay? I said, oh, okay. We get up in there, where he come on stage, and this little freak got on this white palazzo pants outfit, clean as the goddamn Board of Health, and looked down, and of course, you know, he had his little heel boots on. And I'm grown at this time. I was totally grown. I was working at the phone company at this time. I went with my girlfriend and her sister that worked at the phone company with me. And he had on these high heel boots, honey, and the damn heels were lit up purple. They had purple lights inside. I said, bitch, quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. Prince was something serious. You hear me? And you be sitting there at a Prince concert and he starts singing and you be like, oh, I forgot about that song. Oh my God, that was my jam. Listen, controversy. Please. Yes, honey. But yeah, I've never been like overtaken by male singers. There are just something like I love Prince, love him. I'm trying to think, who else do I really love that is a male? There are a few males that I really go up over. There's some songs, you know, there's some specific, because my very first song that I loved, like my first favorite song, was a male. It was Steve Arrington. And I don't know if Jay Wilson is still in here, but I know Jay Wilson knows Voice. And I'm sure Jay Wilson goes far enough back to know who Steve Arrington is. Steve Arrington is like a male version of Patti LaBelle. He is the first one that I can remember that's a male outside of Prince, because I wasn't on the Prince yet. I wasn't even aware of Prince yet. Do y'all remember the song by Slave? Steve Arrington was lead singer for Slave. You remember the song Watching You? To this day, is still one of my favorite songs. But that is my very first song that I ever bought a 45. That was my first 45 that I bought for myself with my allowance, honey. 45. The song's called Watching You by Slave. Steve Arrington is the lead singer. Steve Arrington, I always equated him. I said he's like a male version of Patti LaBelle because he does all this little really fun stuff with his voice that you'd be like, oh, well, how'd you learn how to do that? And then where'd you get bold enough to do it? But yeah, if you ever listen to him, singing that song, he'd be killing that song. But that was actually my first favorite song that I actually. There you go, MD on just a touch of love, a little bit. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Yeah, that's him. But he's the first one, the first male that I experienced playing with his voice like that, growling and doing that and all this little stuff that men don't generally do. Like he just was so free to like play in his voice. And what's his name? Duran Bernard. I think it's his name, Duran Bernard. He kind of reminds me of that. He's a new artist that's around now, and he plays with his voice. That voice is something serious. Do you understand me? Y'all better look out for him. Mother, that's why I love you. My two cousins know songs like you. I'm old. I go back a long way. I've loved music my whole life. I've loved music my whole life, and my music palette has always been much more grown than me. JT Taylor, you can have him, wifey. I don't have nothing for him, honey. I ain't got nothing for him. He said that was my cut. He was the singer. He did. He sang down. That child, you listen to that, watching you. That was my shit. He is Erica's background singer, James. Okay. All right. Yeah, he was something serious. He's something serious. And you said JT Taylor. JT Taylor, you're talking about from Kool and the Gang, right? Ain't that who you're talking about? Is that who you're talking about, Fifi? Fifi, get the type and I'm talking to you. I'm thinking that's who she's talking about, that JT Taylor from Kool and the Gang, honey. Girl, no, girl, I ain't nothing about him. Girl, bye. This is your night tonight. Everything's gonna be all right. This is your night. Come on, let's all celebrate. Oh, no. No. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thanks. No, thanks. Now, he did do, now, Joanna was pretty. The song Joanna was pretty. But no, thanks. I'll pass. Nope, never loved him like that. What's up, Natalia? He sounds like a teenage boy, and you know how I feel about teenage boy singers. I don't like it. There's very few of them that I like. I hated New Edition. I always hated New Edition until Johnny Gill joined the group, and they weren't teenagers anymore. They were grown. I'm a Capricorn. Swirl girl. I'm a Capricorn. I love Maxwell. But see, that's a whole different life. That's a whole different time of life for me. Maxwell make me want to peel some of his clothes off. So that's a whole different thing right there. That Maxwell. Listen, first time I seen Maxwell live, he had that little blue. He had this little sky blue suede. I said, "Hey, you, come here." that old Maxwell, something serious. Yeah, Maxwell got a whole thing going on. You got to watch him. Maxwell had you in trouble. Yeah, but that's what I said. There's certain songs that I get stuck with. Just like Will Downing's. He all right. If he's singing with Rochelle Farrell, I'll listen to him. Brian McKnight used to be fine to me. Fine. I just like looking at D'Angelo was fine. But D'Angelo's talented as hell. D'Angelo got that whole Prince vibe going on. When you see him live, D'Angelo's real deep. Real deep. I like Usher, but it's not like that. He cool. You know, Usher, you make me say, oh. Usher Usher's going to make you dance. He's going to make you dance. And I like Chris Brown, of course. Yes, I like Tank. See, y'all tapping into something else. Yes, I like Tank. Yes, I love Luther. Um, but yeah, I ain't running out. I seen Luther live before, but again, me being at the live show was more about Lisa Fisher and Ava Cherry. Um, there is Supreme number one, Miss Asia from Brooklyn. I always liked Tevin, but Tevin's like a kid to me. So I always liked Tevin. Tevin was our little gay male version of Whitney Houston. I always said that about him when he first came out. I was like, ooh, I said, who's this little Whitney Houston kid? I hated how his career was. People Bryson now sings. Glenn Jones. See, those are singers. Yeah, yeah. Cameo. Ciao. 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 Cameo used to kill the game. Used to kill the game. There's male singers, but I just, when I go to my CDs and stuff, I'm going for the girls. Teddy's just cool. Now, Chet loved Teddy. Chet had a thing for Teddy Pendergrass, and I was like, eh. Keith Washington was nice to look at, and he could sing. Philip Bailey's okay. All right. But I like the group as a whole. Earth, Wind, and Fire is my favorite band as a whole. Jeffrey Osborne singing his goddamn face off. His goddamn face. Do you understand me? His whole face. Ugly. Ooh-wee. It's like, don't stop singing. Keep singing. But, Jeffrey Osborne, we go all the way back LTD. Kashif was just adorable. Kashif was adorable. But with Kashif, you know what made me like Kashif so much? My love for Melissa Morgan. Because that was that era. When, Kashif was running around with Melba Moore and Melissa Morgan. So that made me love. I love Frankie Beverly. That's like an uncle. So, yeah, but Kashif was adorable. He's like, come here, let me squeeze your cheeks. Tyrese is just good to look at, but he can really, really sing. Feel So Real was another one by him. Donny Hathaway, no thanks. No thanks. See, that, no thanks. And like when they got like Marvin Gaye, I like Give It Up. You got to give it up. I like that. But Alexander O'Neal, I like Alexander O'Neal. He is greasy and ugly and can sing his face off and drunk and high. But Criticize. I think Criticize is actually my favorite song by Alexander O'Neal. And the funny part is, my favorite part of the song is the background. It's the backup girls. The background girls that do the whole "don't just close your mind." They are those background females in the song "Criticize" are killing that song. That's my favorite part of that song. Y'all know I do that too. I'll pick something out of a song and don't really care for the whole song. Just be stuck on one part. Quit laughing at me, newbie. Like with Beyonce's song "Alien Superstar." I don't even like the whole song. It's like before Cuff It became my favorite song on the album, on the Renaissance album. But I fell in love with Alien Superstar right away. But there's only the whole "I'm too sexy for this." That's my favorite part. Ooh, baby. That whole little piece right there. But the song itself, when she's doing her verses, she can keep them verses. I literally took and spliced it myself and took the verses out and just put the chorus together. And that's what I be listening to. Because her verses, she had them. But that's just me. That's me. I can listen to the whole song, but Cuff It is the baddest song on Renaissance, period. Cuff It is a whole goddamn party. I don't know how I missed Cuff It. When I listened to the CD twice. Twice. And I don't know how I missed Cuff It. Cuff It caught me off guard off of TikTok. I was like, what's up? And then I was like, oh my. And that's when I started listening to Cuff It. Cuff It is the baddest thing on Renaissance to me. That Cuff It. And there's certain parts of Cuff It got certain pieces of it that I just love. There's like 2-3 different pieces of Cuff It that I absolutely love. And I keep trying. Now there go one right there that I love, his voice. And he have to watch himself around me. I mess around, kiss him up in his mouth. That's that Carl Thomas. Carl Thomas is something serious. Fine and sing. I like Carl Thomas. Always did. I wanted to rip him off for his coat first, though. When he came out, with his first little video, and he had that black goddamn fur costume. I'm ready to yank him for his coat, honey. Then I kissed him after I get the coat. But that coat was saying something. I ain't never liked Jaheim. Nope. Jaheim is a very talented singer, but he is very, very arrogant and is so very off-putting to me. I saw, and this is the thing, this happened with me, I'm funny acting. I saw Jaheim on Video Soul doing an interview with Donna Simpson. And I was here for him at first. And once I saw him do that interview, I never listened to any of his music or purchased any of his music after that. Never put that CD back on again. And that was right in the very beginning of his career. He has one song right now that I will listen to, and that's a song with him and Lettucey. And I only listen because of her. If I could remove him from the track, I would. He did that interview, and something in his demeanor just turned me completely off from him. Completely off from him. It wasn't anything specific that he said. It was just him. Something about him and my spirit just did not. I said, get him away from me now. Kylie Minogue. Na, 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 na. Yes, Kylie Minogue. I can't say that I love Kylie herself like that, but Can't Get You Out of My Head is like one of my all-time favorite little club songs. I just can't get you out of my head. That was a badass song, and the video was bad as hell. She had this white jumpsuit with a hood and the back all out and the slits in the lap. Bad. Miss Kylie Minogue. Neo makes you dance. I like Neo. What's going on, Nadia? James, do you have a playlist on Spotify, iTunes, or one of those sites? No. I got a bunch of playlists on my YouTube, but I don't even think that I don't know if they're private. I don't think they're all private. I don't think they're private. Yeah, I got a bunch of playlists on YouTube, but I don't think they're private, so you should be able to get them. And my playlists go all over just like I do. You might find Stevie Nicks. You might find right after her, you might find something gospel. I'll be all over the place. I'll be all over the place. Favorite house song has got to be, there's a couple. So it's between The Bomb. You remember The Bomb? The song The Bomb? The Bomb, Work This Pussy, and Work This Pussy is probably one of my all-time favorite songs, honey. And Conti. Conti is my jam too. Conti. That was my jam. I got a lot of, I like house music, so child, I don't know. There's so many. Oh no, Cashmere too. Oh, I love Cashmere. Period. Like damn near everything. Child, There's so many. See, and then the dub remix of Brighter Days. Chop. Yeah, see, house, we be into something else, honey. Ooh, I need. Ooh, I need. Yeah, you'll get me moving on all that. There's too many. There's too many. I have to say, probably my all-time favorite when I go all the way back to me first hanging out at the bars and stuff. Work This Pussy is probably my favorite house song. Work This Pussy by Go Bitch Go is my jam. Frankie Knuckles was bad. Child, y'all remember the whistle song? You know, they don't let you play the whistle song on YouTube, honey. They'll snatch you down like if you play a Prince song about that whistle song, honey. That was the jam. Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of house stuff. Me and my house stuff go way, way back. I don't know who Larry Levan. You say it's set it off. Consider house. Probably a different. Depends on what crowd you're in. Old child dive in the pool, honey. Listen. Ooh, let's get soaking wet. Child, just stop it. Cut it out, y'all. That was the tea. That used to be the tea. I'm gonna dive in the pool. House music really it caters to my silly. It really does, because the shit that gets said in house music is there's nowhere else you could actually play it. But you can only say this lyrics in house music. Oh, we say the worst shit, honey. Sweet Pussy Pauline and The Dark Angel and Miss Candy J. Baby, the things that get said, honey. Oh, see, you used to know how to love me right. You used to know how to love me right. Child, quit playing. The house girls, child, used to tear the place up, honey. Crystal Waters. Crystal's more on the secular house, is what I be calling the regular house stuff. I like her though. But my favorite, Gypsy Woman, wasn't even my shit. My favorite Crystal Waters song is Make It Happy, Make It Happy, 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 Happy. Make It Happy was my jam by Crystal Waters. And that's when I literally first came to my very first time in a gay bar. That's the thing. That was my takeaway. Gypsy Woman was playing on BET. You know, it was playing on BET. The video was out and all of that. I was like, oh, this is different kind of music. That sounds sort of like house. And then I went to a gay bar and I heard Make It Happy for the first time. And I was like, oh. And that was my favorite song. I love that. And then Black Box. Black Box was my shit back then too. CeCe Peniston isn't she considered house? She is. She's considered club. House in some circles, but more club music. I was just talking about CeCe Peniston the other day and how, I don't know, a lot of people don't know, CeCe Peniston hated all them goddamn songs. She didn't want to sing none of that. I remember Colonel Abrams. CeCe Peniston didn't want to sing none of them damn songs, and look at her, she's still eating off of them. But she didn't want to sing that shit. She wanted to sing R&B, straight up R&B, and she has the voice to do so. If you've ever seen CeCe Peniston live, you understand what I'm talking about. CeCe Peniston sings down. Black Box was Martha Wash's voice, absolutely. That lawsuit, that'll go down in history, baby. How somebody could steal that. She blew the top off the music business, honey. Her and Milli Vanilli. That shit was horrible. But that was terrible how they did Martha Wash. Terrible how they did her. But that album was so bad. So bad. And then when Martha came out with her stuff, honey, to ya, gonna give it to ya. You. Miss Martha Walsh. You. She's the child. Yeah, Miss Martha Walsh, she came back with a bang. Because that we were waiting. You know, I was so afraid for her. I was so afraid for her because I do remember Miss Tony, Wendy. I was so afraid for her because you're talking about Miss Tony. Don't you hear me calling you Miss Honey? I know you hear me calling you Miss Honey. The bitch knew that I'd be back. She knew that I was not gone long. Miss Honey. Miss Honey. Child. Listen, again, that's some funny shit where that's all that child said in that song was this Miss Honey, but said it like 52 different ways, and it was the shit, honey. Miss Honey. Miss Honey. Child, funny ass song. That song is hilarious. But yeah, I was so afraid for Martha Walsh releasing her album because Black Box album was so bad. Tell was like, I hope she didn't do her one big one, you know, over there. And why you laughing, Wendy? Child, y'all taking me some places. Look, I'm supposed to be weeding vinyl. I ain't did shit. Messing with you all. Have myself a good time. Yeah, but I was so afraid for Martha Walsh. But she came in like a locomotive, honey. But that Black Box album was something. Her version of Fantasy, Earth, Wind, and Fire's Fantasy, please, that's classic. I was so mad that ended up on that album. Well, she got paid over, you know, in the long run. You said those two background. Baby, it's the green lipstick for me, baby. That green lipstick had its own thing going on. The green lipstick was the lead, honey, in the damn video. Child, yes, honey. That is, but yeah, Miss Honey was a funny song. That was so funny. Oh. Anytime I see it, like come by, I just bust out laughing, child. Yes, I love Shantae Moore. Oh, that is just so funny. Don't you hear me calling you? I know you hear me calling you. Don't you hear me calling you, Miss Honey? Oh, Lord have mercy. Child, some of the young gays, honey, you all will never know, honey, the fun that we had, honey. Oh, what they say, honey, what a time we had, honey. Child, I used to go out, honey. I wasn't thinking about no damn boys, honey. I was out there having me a good time with the music. I was so just taken by the Chet. If Chet was around, he's busy doing whatever he's doing. But if Chet was around, he would come on here and tell y'all, damn, Shaft was real. I was not thinking. I was out and hanging in the bars and stuff and not dating or paying any attention to the boys. I didn't drink or anything. I would just be at the club literally dancing. I was so into this music. It was like a whole new world. And then once I got that together, then I said, oh, and there's these boys here too. But it was a long time before, the Percolator, when the Percolator first came out, honey, before they started doing that stupid ass dance to child, the heteros got a hold to it, honey, and got to doing that dumbass dance they be doing with their legs. That wasn't it, honey. The girls, it was the girls back in the day, the girls that kick. It was the kicking girls back in the day with the Percolator. Damn bitches, because I had one daughter. She is passed on, honey. She's transitioned. That's my one daughter, baby. My daughter would fire that goddamn Percolator up. Do you understand me? And she's a thick girl. She's a thick girl, just like mother. And that bitch was limber and could do splits and could kick at 6 o'clock. My baby used to fire the club up. Do you understand? Her and my I had one of my gay brothers we used to call him Heedy. His name was Greg. He's dead. He passed on. But Heedy, that fucker could take, he was a heavy set guy too. He's heavy set. And Heedy had to be 6 foot tall. But that fucker was so limber, he could literally just stop in the middle of what he was doing and literally reach down, grab his foot, and just pull it straight up. Just like that. Not like no ballet, just literally pull it into a fold and then stretch it all the way up. All on the beat of the music. And them two, my daughter and my brother Heedy, tear the club up, honey. On that goddamn percolator. Tear the club up. Child, what a time we had, honey. And it was always, they get the band and the girls from Cleveland. Because when down in Cleveland, them bitches know they was some limber, gymnastic, jumping, stretching fools down in Cleveland. I used to love to go down near to Cleveland and watch them carry. Those Cleveland sissies, baby, them punks, would be getting it. You hear me? There was, child. I think that might have been the first place I was where I seen sissy bust out, jump up in the air, and fall into just straight 6 o'clock split and all this shit from out of the air, spinning and splitting and jumping off the bar. And child, please, Cleveland, Ohio, you ain't never want a day of it. Didn't want a day of it. Well, we used to have such a good time. But again, yeah, I guess that's the Tootsie Roll that they was doing once the heteros got a hold to it. That was years later. You all got a hold to that percolator, and I don't know what the hell y'all thought y'all was doing. But I do it now. When I be at a function, I'll be at a wedding or something. Well, listen, I went to my friend's 50th. They played the percolator, and I still get confused because I heard the percolator, and I was like, oh, what are they doing playing this in here? And I turned around, and they was doing that old dumbass dance. So they don't know what they doing. But I love y'all though. I love y'all. I love that y'all got your own version of shit that we did years before y'all. But I just laugh when I see y'all do. Every time I see y'all do that line dance to the to Plastic Dream, I laugh at y'all's heterosexual ass. Y'all know how y'all do. Let's be fair. Y'all know y'all be laughing at us, honey. When we be acting up and we be all sissified, honey, y'all know put a chuckle in your belly, child. It's funny. I mean, it is what it is because we different. We different. We respect each other's differences, and we laugh. When y'all see us fagging out, honey, it puts a chuckle in y'all belly. Like, look at these damn sissies. And when we see y'all take shit that we had years before, and y'all be trying to do a line dance to it, trust me, we be laughing at y'all too. But we love y'all though. Ain't no thing. We love y'all. But y'all will take some shit of ours and change it into some old hetero shit. Child, love us, honey. Listen, and that's how it should be. Get a little chuckle. You ain't got to say nothing nasty and rude. Just laugh under your breath, child. The shit be funny. See, that's going to get me in trouble with somebody. Somebody going to be mad, honey. Some of the gays going to be like, see, yeah, see, I said it. I don't give a damn. What's up, pizza? I see you, girl. But yeah, let me see. Where else? And it's like that because, you know, when you go further south, they listen to house music and stuff. When you get to like, even you go to like Chicago and stuff, the straight folks understand house music and stuff. Up here where I'm at, they don't understand it, child. House music is still like, oh, that's that gay music when you come to Pittsburgh, child. We so goddamn ass backwards. Anyway, ass backwards. You said move your body. I remember that too. Two Unlimited was my group. I remember them. Mm-hmm. Come on with the Jungle Brothers, child. I'm country. House music is normal. Exactly. Chicago, where house music was born. Right. In Chicago, they get it. Like I'll be on my Instagram in Chicago in the middle of the day. They'll just be having a whole little hoot nanny outside, baby, and the boys be getting down. And it's the boys. It's not even like gay boys. It's just boys. They be out there doing their thing, getting the fuck down. I love it. I will stop and see that on my Instagram and be like, go ahead, go in. Now you get as far up as Philly. Philly, they understand in Philly as well. It's snap house music. Snap was, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, because I think the bomb is actually on that company as well. Yes. Yes. And I think why I love the song The Bomb is because it's like a merge of disco into house. Yeah. New York, absolutely. Well, of course they get it in New York. Yeah. And I used to laugh at the opening of that song, of the song, when they say, what was the game that you all used to play when you were kids? You all know that game. House. I said, oh, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. Y'all know y'all weren't supposed to be playing house. Get y'all ass in trouble, honey. Half of y'all got pregnant playing house, you nasty little bastards. But when they put that in that goddamn song, I said, oh, shake the dice and steal the rice, honey. Child, yeah, I told you. They say all the shit you ain't supposed to say in house music, honey. You got to pay attention. You got to listen. You got to listen. Yes, indeed, honey. Yes, indeed. AT Lounge, what's going on? Okay, so where are we at? You say Carol Cox is the grandfather of house. Shoot, tomorrow I'm waking up the people with technotronic. Listen, and again, now that we had that high energy techno shit here, that was, that's because I'm in the white area. So we got like the child, it's the good life. Hey, yeah. Yeah. Classic. That was a classic. And that was one of those. Yeah. Because it go either way. You would hear that on the radio. Yeah. Yeah. That's old classic song. I always think of that as like jazz house. That was some good shit. Follow Me. Y'all remember Follow Me? And I think that song irritates Chet. I mean, like, Chet, that song is part of our history. Stop that. But yeah, he'd be like, oh God, Susie, you that follow me, follow me, follow me. Yeah, because we had a DJ that's a girl. Her name is D Rock, and she's a lesbian, and she's DJ here, and she freaking loved that song. Oh my God, you was gonna hear that. You was gonna hear it. That, and she loved that dub mix of Brighter Days. So that's where her and I was here. I was like, girl, you go ahead do it. She'd be like, Mimi, you want that girl? Put it on, bitch. Put it on. Listen, she used to have this after hours club in the straight up ghetto. Do you understand? Straight up in the middle of like where the gang wars and shit was going on. We would be jumping off of the bus. We would get on the bus and come over here to the east side of town. We from the north side, jumping off the bus in the middle of this neighborhood. You don't know shit about this neighborhood, but all you know is when you got off the bus, it was so loud. You could hear, ooh, oh, I need, and we would be all coming down the street. I said, look at us, honey, look at us. Down in the goddamn ghetto. Following these gay folks. Child, it was a party. It was a party. All you had to do is just worry about getting the fuck up out of there afterwards, honey. But it was what it was. Wasn't a bus running. Child, it was interesting. Child, to be young, honey, what a time we had. Wait, I just think something else that I was going to address. I liked Aretha Franklin's Deeper Love. Aretha Franklin's Deeper Love was cool, but it don't have nothing for the original. And it never did. And it never did. Ever. 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 And you got to get into the dub mix of that too. Deeper love, the deeper love, deeper love. And that was not Aretha. Baby, that was Deborah. And Miss Deborah slays that song. And I love Aretha, but Miss Aretha didn't ever want a day of Deborah, who sang it original. Not one day. People, let me tell you. Nope. Nope. Aretha did a cute version for the heterosexuals that were 50 and above that didn't understand. But the original, I work hard every day. I made plenty of money off of that, honey. And it ain't easy. That, that's a drag staple. Baby, I done tore off more car. That's what you needed with that, baby. You better have some long hair and some boots and a goddamn rip away costume. Bitch, you get on out there and make you some money. That's how it went. Get out there and shake your ass proper. I was a drag staple back in the 90s. Sylvester is the original mother. Okay? She was the original mother. There is no RuPaul. RuPaul is mother, and I call myself mother, but the original mother with the V, mother, is Sylvester. Don't ever get it twisted. Don't ever get it twisted. That is the original mother. She is the original black drag queen, honey. It's Miss Sylvester, baby. Never be another. And I love, y'all know I loves me some Rue, honey. But no. The original mother is Mother Sylvester, honey. Yes, indeed. Best to ever do it. Are you into DJs? My favorite all time was Carl Cox. And not so much. Not so much, Coffee. House always makes me feel so much better. House got its own thing going on. Remember they used to sell just the House version on a cassette tape? Right. Listen, I still have my cassette tapes from Trax DC. When you used to go to Trax DC actually sold cassette tapes of the music that they were playing the week before. They would be recording as the club was going on, and DJ Cedric would be there. He would get the mic and he would be chanting and stuff on the mic. And they literally sold the tapes the following Saturday or Sunday. It was Sunday. The following Sunday, they sold the tapes. Child, you buy them for $10. Baby, I still got mine. Still got them. Took them and put them onto CDs. Still got them. Child, and listen, when I tell you that place would be, oh my God, pandemonium. That DJ Cedric was something else, honey. Ooh, Cedric. We be in there, honey, and they drop that beat out, and that goddamn Cedric will holler, jump up in the air. Baby, they get to throwing garbage cans and... Listen, you talking about a party? Baby. Can't even recreate that. Haven't made it to Alive and Forever. Hey, James and everyone. Hugs and kisses. What's going on? What's going on? Child, we ain't did one like this in a long time. Me just sitting there shooting the crap, honey. Telling my business. My friends used to go there Listen, let me tell you something, Casey. It's 4 hours from here to DC. There have been many times where we have gotten in a car and driven to DC, went to Trax and got back in the car and drove back to Pittsburgh. That crazy shit. And we would do it to Cleveland. Cleveland's 3 hours. We would do it. Drive up there and drive back, Joe. Drive back. And that's crazy. That's craziness. Pure craziness. Like, I would never do that as an adult. Well, I was an adult then, but as an adult, I can't stay. Listen, when I get out of the car, when I go to visit Chat, I get out of the car, I'll be like, oh, God, land, daddy. Like, I cannot stand to be in a car long like that. But listen, back in my day, honey. Xylent. Hi, baby. I just got out of the club, was dancing my life away. I love a good old house track myself. Listen. The Mirage was across the street. Ciao. Just to have a good old time, honey. It was something, Asia. It was something. Yes, we used to do the same thing. The adventures we took. Right. It's amazing that half of us is even here. It is amazing that half of us is even here, child. I know people that came to tracks from Pittsburgh got robbed at gunpoint. As it was in the ghetto, child, right around the corner from the White House, child, in the ghetto. Done been robbed at gunpoint, trying to go to goddamn club. You want to go shake your ass proper. Looking down the barrel of a goddamn gun at him. Woo, just craziness. 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 Hey, Jane. Miss Jane, Annie. It was something. I've had some times, honey. Now that's what I've written my memoir, about me being a little boy and growing up and that kind of thing. One day I may, because I could do a memoir on my drag and things that I experienced in the drag circuit, and also just hanging out in my gay life itself. Child, I could definitely, at 51, yeah, I could definitely tell a few stories. My friend has the energy for that. He drives from DC to New York like it's nothing. Girl, I can't do it. DC is my limit in the car. I can't. The drag in that life is so much fun. Yeah, I experienced so much in my drag life and the ballroom. And yeah, I could write a whole nother book, child. A whole nother book. And nothing, there's some incriminating stuff, of course. A lot of stories, child, I could probably tell now because some of the people's gone, honey. But listen, even in my Pose reviews, when I did my reviews for Pose, I done told a lot in my Pose reviews because a lot of shit, them folks is gone. They gone on home to glory, honey, or wherever they went, honey. But a lot of that stuff y'all saw in Pose, that shit wasn't scripted. That shit happened. That shit happened, honey. Quit your playing, honey. The girls looting and carrying on, honey. Don't be fooled, honey. Don't be fooled, honey. It used to go down. DC is a very interesting place. Ving Rhames and Holiday Heart inspired me to be a drag king. Pissed everyone off. Okay. I don't even know how to feel about that. Ving Rhames inspired you to be a drag king. He was a drag queen. So that sounds like an old nasty piece of read, honey. Okay. Woo! Okay. Okay. Oh, jeez. Ciao. You need ciao. Okay, listen. There ain't no rules and how we get to where we get to. But y'all, I think you just let Ving Rhames have it, honey. No, I'm sure you fucking let Ving Rhames have it. Oh, child, listen, I don't even know how to feel about that because I never was a real big fan of these movies with drag queens like Priscilla Queen of the Desert and all that. Like that show, and people be thinking that is the tea. They think that be the tea. Oh, didn't you just love Holiday Heart? No, she was ugly. No, I did not just love her. The fuck? She looked like somebody's uncle. No. No, I'm like, I had to get through that for a minute and then figure out, okay, this storyline is really good. But no, and Tu Wong Fu, I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. That shit is always felt like they're making fun of us. I was like, bitch, that ain't me. I don't know who y'all compare that to because that is not me, honey. I wasn't that. all that exaggerated foolishness. Like, child, it's a little more serious than that, you know. But again, it's a comedy. Paris is Burning is different. Paris is Burning is not a movie. That's a documentary. That's a documentary. That's real. That's real. That other shit. Somebody wrote in there, do I like T.S. Madison's swag? T.S. Madison is a very good friend of mine. James, what do you think about the new Color Purple movie? I will support it, but I'm not happy about it. I'll support it just because of the people in it. I have great respect and a great love for the people who are involved. So I will support it, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I don't see the purpose. I don't see the purpose, and I just don't feel like the Black woman in this climate is even. I just don't see the purpose. I don't see the purpose. I don't see the purpose. And if they change it so much that it's not triggering to Black women, then it's not really the Color Purple anymore. So what's the real purpose? Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Not holiday hard, too wrong fool. I'm dead. Yeah, I didn't. That wasn't my. It's based on the play, not the movie. See, what we need a movie based on the play for? See, child. Just say you want the money. I don't see the purpose. And they're saying, "Oh yeah, this is not your mother's Color Purple." So why are we doing it? Why are we doing it? What's the point? Why don't we just do something else? Why don't we just do something else? There are writers, there are tons of us who are looking for a break, looking to tell our stories. Why do we need to keep recreating shit that already works? Are you going to do a video about it? Maybe a live. I already did it, Jane. You ain't been paying attention. I did it the other day. Shame on you, Jane. I did it the other day. You have to go look at my Little Mermaid video. It's on there with the Little Mermaid video. That's the last video I did before this one. Oprah is now reminiscing. Yeah, she needs to sit her ass down with that. They don't want to pay people. Remakes galore. Yeah, it's just sickening to me. Saw the movie, saw the play, not sure why a movie about the play is necessary. Right. I mean, do we really in this climate, do we really need another story about the mistreatment of Black women, the sexual, physical, and mental abuse of Black women? Do we really need that right now? Or are you actually going to take all that out? Because if you're taking all that out, then it's not the Color Purple anymore, is it? Because that was the Color Purple. It was the story of triumph after all these terrible things. So if you take all those away, what are we really talking about? But again, I'll watch. I'll watch. I'll watch. I will watch. Just because. Just because. Steven Spielberg wants his Oscar. Everybody do things for their own reasons, don't they? Like Really B TV said, it's a musical based on the book. So was the movie, though. Because see, we're taking that out. People keep forgetting the music from The Color Purple has a life of its own. It already was a musical. So we're gonna put more music to it. We're gonna add new songs to it, and it's gonna be like watching Annie. But The Color Purple was a musical. You wanna pretend like you don't remember none of them songs and all that music stuff that was in there? That music has a life all its own. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm like, okay, I mean, all right. Because when you think of The Color Purple, the very first thing that comes up for most people is Sister. That's the first thing they think of, is that song. So, like I said, doesn't the music from the movie already have a life of its own? They think of the whole "you and me must never part." That's music. That's music. That whole little hand thing that the two girls did, that's music. Music and poetry. What is poetry? Set to a rhythm? Music. The music has a whole story of its own. Right. God is trying to tell you something? Absolutely. People remember that too. Yep. And then you think all these one-liners. And how much fun is it going to be to watch the movie? Because aren't we going to be sitting there? Now, let's just be honest with one another. Aren't we going to be sitting in the movie theater waiting on certain lines? And if they ain't in there, you're going to be mad as hell. Why ain't that in there? Or that ain't where that went. Should y'all do shit like that to me when I'm just doing a damn review? You forgot to talk about so-and-so. I ain't forgot to do nothing. I didn't choose to talk about it. I didn't feel like talking about it, or I didn't want to talk about it. But there's certain things that y'all see in TV shows that you just know in your mind that I'm going to talk about it. And when I decide not to, baby, y'all lets my ass have it. But that's why I am who I am. You all made me be who I am because we actually can have those conversations. That is why I'm the YouTuber that I ended up being, because I've always given my people that freedom to actually talk to me, and I talk back to them. I don't just ignore my comments. When y'all say you forgot, I think enough of you to say, no, I didn't forget. I didn't want to talk about it. Whereas some other places you go, you'll write in their comments, you forgot so-and-so. They may never even see it because there's a lot of YouTubers that don't even read their comments. That's how I ended up being SpillitBoyTV. So I don't know, but yeah, but that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be sitting there waiting. Like they'll say, everything you done to me, you're going to be like, why wasn't that in the movie? How you have the movie and that ain't in there? If you don't hear them say, you sure is ugly, you're going to be mad if it ain't in there. No. And I'm going to be mad. Like, well, why? If you copy shit, don't leave the best shit out. Because, that's funny as hell. I ain't worth a quarter. I laugh at shit I ain't got no business laughing at. Oh, my God. No, Red Star. No, I can't. I ain't giving that person no shine. That person got to get it out the dirt on their own. I've given them all I'm going to give them, honey. I'm going to see it because a friend's daughter is in it. Oh, now see, there we go. Now that's the reason. Now we'll go support her. See, now those are reasons to go support. I ain't got no problem with that. Like I said, I'm doing it out of respect. You will say they know they better not leave nothing out. Say we no longer respect originality. It's going to be watered down. I believe so. I believe they're going to water it way down. As if not, they're going to catch a bunch of backlash. And people won't be saying that they triggered. The movie was triggering. The movie was supposed to trigger you. It was telling a story that people were so afraid to have told. Just like with Precious. Precious was supposed to trigger you. Now, I was here for it. Precious was disgusting. It was disgusting, but it was what it was. And the boldness to tell the story in its entirety is why I love Lee Daniels, to this day. I always was Lee Daniels over Tyler Perry. Always. Always. Because Lee Daniels will tell the story. He don't give a shit. He will tell the story. Hello, I may have missed it. Are you going to do a review for Bad Boys? No, I'm bored. I'm bored. Quite bored. I don't know. I'm watching. I haven't missed the episode, but I'm bored. I like the casting, though. Right. Domingo, I'm going to tear Mr.'s roll up. He's amazing. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. And Fanny, I'm like, am I going to actually see who I'm supposed to see, or am I going to see Fanny? I just don't know. James, Child Drag Race is good this season on All Stars. I wish you were reviewing it. Would love to see your thoughts on who will win. I'm a Heidi Stan and Jimbo. I'm watching. I haven't missed anything. I don't even have a favorite. I'm just watching them. Yeah, I'm just kind of watching them. Get the children out of here. Oh, see, get my children out of here. Now, wait. Now, that's what they need to go do. Go back and do the Women of Brewster Place. You want to do some shit that's funny and triggering. That damn Women of Brewster Place, child. The Women of Brewster Place was something else. And I'm just joking. They don't need to redo it because the original was fantastic. I think I intellectualize things much to get triggered. When are you taking letters again? Never stopped. I never stopped. Just send it. Send it and make sure you put Hey James in the title line. What sequel to Precious? No sequel to Precious. Who said anything about a sequel to Precious? I'm just saying they won't redo Precious. They won't do. They're probably never going to go that route. Won't go that route. Precious was a lot. It was a lot. It's Precious. I have the DVD for Brewster Place. I love Brewster Place, and I watched it when it was a television show. Do you remember when it became a series, Asia? Do you remember when it became a series? I watched it as a series. It was really good. But the movie is classic. I love it. It's a book called The Kid, and it's a POV of her son. Oh, Jane Nessa mentioned a sequel. Oh, wow. Okay. Beloved was rough for me. Beloved was very interesting. And there's a lot of people that didn't get Beloved. A lot of people didn't get it. And it's so funny how there's grown people that still didn't get Precious, didn't get Beloved, because people don't pay attention. You'd be surprised who don't be paying attention. I literally had a cousin trying to argue me down about Precious, talking about, ain't nobody, her mother did not molest her. I'm like, how did you miss that? What was you in the kitchen when it happened? You just weren't paying no attention. Like, a lot of things just went right over their head. Right over their head. What's going on? It's Fitz. Thank you for being here. A lot of that stuff really did go over people's heads, and it's probably for the best. You know what I mean? It's probably for the best. But, you know, the thing is, when they do when they remake stuff, they just make it vulgar now. Because, again, some things now you could just say it where you couldn't just say it back then. Really, it was out loud. Wow. Yeah, I mean, Girl, my cousin, she was arguing me up and down. I said, you're an idiot. That's why you didn't get it, because you're an idiot. And you weren't paying attention. Oh, you got it. Oh, God, no. Lord have mercy. Okay. Asia. She said she molested her talking to the social worker. Yeah, she did. She said it was going to make me feel good. Child, and Mariah was like, girl, I'm going to push this button on you, bitch. And I was like, hurry up, honey. We need to be represented more positively. Right, this is not the time. This is just not the time. Those stories needed to be told, but we don't need to retell them. We need to try to make sure we ain't recreating them. Learn something from it. Learn to pay attention to your children. Learn to pay attention when they're talking. Learn to not keep sweeping shit under the carpet. What's up, Kevin? You know, that was the lesson in all of that. All that, what happens in this house, stay in this house, is some bullshit. That was the whole deal. Oh, she abused the shit out of her. She abused everybody around her. And the man abused her. The husband abused her. James, remember the dad told Monique to put Precious in the bed at her? Yep. Yeah, he started, yeah. And that's when she started hating her. She was jealous of her. She was jealous of her as a goddamn infant. She was really fucked up. Mary was fucked up. You understand? She really, really was. She was a whole ass mess. She ain't had no business being nobody's mama. She needed a mama herself. Poor thing. She was really screwed up. Really, really screwed up. They was something. I can't stand victim. What is it? I can't stand victim blamers. How you jealous of a child? Isn't that awful? Isn't that awful? But here's the thing. It happens more times than not. Sometimes it's real subtle. James, let's see. How about Harlem Nights as a musical? Harlem Nights already was a musical. It had its own thing too. I mean, yes and no. But there's music that goes along with Harlem Nights, but not so much as they don't have like all these, you know what I mean? But it could be very easily done. It could be very easily done, but who wants to see that? Who wants to see that? Harlem Nights was all about the storyline and the clothing and the cussing, the funny ass cussing. Because that was the thing of how funny they cussed back then, child. But I had one of those at home. Hell, my grandmother talked like that. It's funny as hell. My grandmother say any old goddamn thing. My grandmother talked just like Della Reese. She say stuff, you be like, what'd she say? The hell would she say? Yes, I am in charge of the girl. I like my hoes honest. My grandmother was very upfront like that. She might say any goddamn thing and mean it. That's the part. My grandmother wouldn't be trying to be funny. She'd be serious as a goddamn heart attack. Child, I got them lessons, honey. Some of them lessons is why you see the person that you see sitting there in front of you, honey. I be just saying any old goddamn thing. I'll be meaning, I'll be serious as hell. Don't understand why you don't understand. Yes, indeed, honey. See, the banter between Red Fox and Della Reese made the movie to me. Child, listen. He said, shut the fuck up, Vera. She said, you shut up too, you old blind motherfucker. Just left a swallow in the container. They were funny. They were funny. They were funny. And that just like Red Fox, though, he's one that can play off of those female characters with the sassy mom. Because him and Aunt Esther, they were funny as hell. Child. Because I believe that's where she said, you old double-breasted mouth fool. Double-breasted lip fool, honey. That child, listen. I got into a car accident a couple hours ago. Car total, everything. Hearing your voice is helping me calm down. Okay. All right. All right, I'm going to keep talking. You all right, though, right? Ciao. I'm on Kevin. All right. Harlem Nights was about a young, beautiful, ruthless Harlem back in the day in the glam. Yeah, right. And honest hoes and dishonest hoes and gangsters, honey. Yeah, good times. Shit. Good times. Thank you, Pastor Stephen. Hey, James, I haven't been on alive in over a year. Wow, Adrian. When people dressed up and go to party, listen, I'm telling you, I use all excuses to put my clothes on. All excuses to put my clothes on. I'll have my clothes on tomorrow. I'm going to see Billy Porter tomorrow. I will have some clothes on tomorrow. Yep. I went to see Bill Bellamy yesterday. That was funny. That was fun. Bill Bellamy was just as crazy. I said, you just as crazy as you been, honey. I haven't seen him live in a lot of years, and he is just as funny as he was back then. Just as simple, honey. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have me a good time with old Billy, honey. When you said what's Billy Porter's doing, Billy Porter's touring. He's touring. He's gonna be at Hines Hall, honey. Yeah, he got a whole. He just released a whole nother single. He got a whole new album out. Said he gonna let these children know what time it is. I said, well, come on, Billy. Ho. Physically, I'm good, so I guess that's all that matters. Right. We can get you another car. You can get another one of them. Can't get no another you though. Be breaking my stuff, honey. Jacking my stuff up, child. That car, we can get another one of them. You can get another one of them, as long as you all right. Who's cute to you, Asia? Bill Bellamy? He always was. He always was with himself. I'm jealous, Billy Porter. I've seen the clips and he's fabulous. Oh, Billy Porter's a good time. See, this is the thing. Whenever y'all remember when Billy Porter first went up for the award for Kinky Boots. Ooh. Look at my live trying to act up. Y'all good? Are we good? Can y'all hear me good? I'm waiting on somebody to say something. Okay, thanks, newbie. Billy Porter. Okay, what I was saying. When he went up for the award for Kinky Boots and that back in 2015. Back in 2015, there was a tribute show to Billy Porter. Okay. They did this whole little show in honor of him downtown Pittsburgh. I was on the booking for the show, but I had to decline because that was my first round of chemo. So I wasn't able to actually do that. That was back in July of 2015. So I was really pissed off about that. But here we go again. Downtown. We'll be downtown. But yeah, so I was always that was one of my little things with me and my little cancer battle. I was like, God damn it. But yeah, there was a lot of little inconveniences that chemotherapy brought on. That was one of them. What did he say about Harry Styles? Child, he might have said anything. You know, Child Billy, an old queen. Whatever she said it because she wanted to. And what they gonna do? Who's gonna check him? Nobody. Nobody, honey. Leave her be, honey. Miss Porter. But I think I've been, well, you know, I don't follow everybody on their Instagram, but I started following Billy. He was really nervous. Like he was nervous, like a kid, like it's all new to him or something. I was laughing about the whole going on tour and whether people were going to come and see him and all of this. I don't follow his Facebook so much, but I follow his I think I am clicked on, but I follow him more so on Instagram. But yeah, I was like, check him out. Like, child, we coming. They can't wait to come back home to Pittsburgh. I know that's right, Dapper. Yeah, but it's like, we coming to see you, Billy. Hey, Watermelon Sugar. Yeah, but I leave him little notes here and there. It's like, baby, I'm coming, honey. I will be there. When you hit Pittsburgh, baby, I will be there, honey. Let the children know what time it is. But that's tomorrow. Selena Johnson is coming. So I'll be going to see her in the next month. That's in June. Oh, my God, I cannot wait. She was on my list. Selena Johnson and Lettucey. Now, I haven't seen Lettucey. Now I'm going to go get ready to see Selena Johnson. Oh, I am not going to be worth a quarter. Do you hear me? I have been wanting to see Selena Johnson forever. I've been following Selena Johnson since she was Selena Johnson. I go all the way back. All the way back with Selena Johnson. Then I went all through the whole R&B divas thing with her and all of that. So, oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And if she don't sing Another Relationship, I'm going to just die. Is that what this is all about, honey? Kiki's just okay to me. I wouldn't pay to go see Kiki. I wouldn't pay to go see Kiki. She clowned too much. I don't think I could take her serious, and I don't want to be wasting my money on their foolishness. Yeah, I'm sure. I've been seeing different costumes that Billy been wearing. I'm like, he gonna be carrying. How am I supposed to get to work? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, right, Teresa. The damn Selena's going to sing the place all the way under the ground. Trust me. She's coming to the city winery. Child, the wine's going to be all over the floor. All over the floor, child. They better not leave no bottle by me, honey. Sing! Oh, I just love her. Oh my God. You're going to see Beyonce. I am not. I pulled up for a ticket for B, and that ticket told me $3,500, and I said, girl, bitch, until I ain't got no mortgage payments, I will not be paying $3,500 to see no hoe, honey. Sorry. $3,500? No, ma'am. Mm-mm. Not with a mortgage. No. If I didn't have a mortgage, then I might could make it make sense. But I got a mortgage. I can't make it make sense to give her $3,500 to do nothing. Okay. Do you still do drag, James? We have not seen Treasure in a hot minute. Not true. You just seen Treasure. Well, I don't know. You may not have seen her, but I just did some stuff a couple months ago. Yeah, I still do drag. I don't always be down here in drag, but yeah, I still do bookings. Kiki played too much. She starts goofing off me and stuff. Right, and I can't for my money. I'm actually working on t-shirts, Miss AC. Working on t-shirts. Not featuring Michael and Whitney for the 3,500. Child something. Because that's child. Whew, baby. What's up, Leandris? I hope she brings. Let me see. Oh, you said I hope she brings TS out when she does Cozy. That would be nice. That was actually, I wasn't able to maneuver it, but you know, Maddie brought back earlier in the week, she brought back the Queen's Supreme Court for one night in Atlanta. And I was trying, me and her had talked. We had talked about it, and I was like, girl, I don't know. But yeah, I wasn't able to maneuver it to get down there. It was like in the middle of the week, you know, but yeah, I was, yeah. Her and Maddie and I'm sorry, her and Funky and Miss Sophia were in Atlanta, Georgia for the Queen's Supreme Court. So it was nice to see that pop up again. I did see some pictures. But I had too many things going on here to run down to Atlanta for a one night to go to the show. Okay, 300 ain't bad. You already know they were cutting that. Oh, child. She says she'll do a show. She'll do a show in New York. I'll be in attendance. Okay. Kiki is mean and bad attitude, and it comes through her singing. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know. I just never, I was never no big Kiki Cole. She all right, but she was never my move. She all right. She's okay, honey. But I won't die if I don't see her, honey. And she do get the clowning. I ain't in all that clowning. If we singing, let's just sing. We ain't got to do all that extra. Acting a fool. You know, Kiki do not mind acting up. I've never seen, and I don't know that I want to see her at this point, but I've never seen Angela Wimbush live either. And I don't know that I would want to at this point. Y'all have a good one. Please don't drink and drive. Take care of mother. All right, darling. Enjoy your holiday. If I don't see you again this weekend, you enjoy your holiday and be safe. And drink everything, honey. And then just catch an Uber. Just catch an Uber. Hey, lady. Spill it. I might see you at the Selena Johnson concert where she's at the winery. Listen, quit playing with me. Don't play with me. Do not play with me. Listen, last night I ran into a girlfriend that don't live here no more. She was in the audience and she came over to me after the show was over. Well, there was another girl who I hadn't seen in a while, and the two of them came over. And when I looked up and seen her, I was like, "Oh my God, what is you doing here, child?" Because she's a good friend of mine. She had moved to Ohio. I haven't seen her in years. So you know, you might run into me any goddamn place. Any place. I love it. Empty place. Having a good time. Just woke up and caught you. Yeah, I've been on for 2 hours just talking. We just talked. Layla Hathaway. Now listen, this is the thing. Layla is Chet's girl. I never been crazy about Layla like that. Like, she's very good, very, very talented. Very pretty young lady and everything. I love how she carries herself and all of that. But I wasn't a huge fan of her daddy. So, you know, people, you know, when you die, you become larger than life. But I was never like a huge fan of his. Like he was just cool. He was just all right to me. So the Layla thing, I just was like, okay, Layla, you cool. She looked just like that man. Looked just like him and everything. But I wasn't like a huge fan of his. So it was just like, okay, he's all right. He's all right. Like if he's on, I can listen to him. But I'm not like Gary go turn him on. And my thing with her is the exact same thing. Just like people be like, I can't believe you don't like Sade. I do like Sade. But I'm not going to go turn her on. If she just happens to be on, I'll listen. But I ain't going to go turn her on. She boring. No need to ask. Now I'm going to have to cut you about Donnie. No, you don't. As slow and boring as that shit is, the song will be over before you get to me, honey. Just so dry. I'll be like, ugh. Mm-mm. But again, that has to do with me and the way I view male artists. I'd be like, whatever. Now, I prefer to hear some of his songs sang by other people. Like, listen, Allison Williams singing some of his stuff. Yeah, let's go there. But I prefer to see her sing it than him. See, that's just ignorant, but y'all asked for that. Because I've heard her do that whole, I've been so many places in my life and time, honey. I've sung a lot of songs. I made some bad rhymes. Listen, Miss Allison Williams hurts that song. Do you understand me? Hurts it. Hurts it. Donnie? Okay, Donnie. Whatever you say, baby. Didn't knock me out. Sorry. So I've been laughing, and they're like, they've been really playing a lot of Tina, you know, but we're gonna have that for quite a while. And I heard that the funeral was, which I figured would be because she's Buddhist. Remember, she's a Buddhist, so I figured it would be something private that they wouldn't really go into the whole, you know, seeing a lot of the funeral procession and all that stuff because she's Buddhist. But they've been doing a lot of playing her music and stuff, so that's good. Yeah, that's good. I like Tina. Oh, Tina. And she's one, and I was just talking about her. I was just talking about her, how, you know, it's like Tina got her own thing, but I don't find her to be like this fierce singer. Never did. But she's, and then we talked about her as far as, we were talking about looks. I just did that video right before she passed. We were talking about people who look better as they got older, and she was one of the examples that as she got older, she was really sharp. But I didn't find her to be attractive to me when she was a young woman. But as an older woman, she's bad. Yeah, some people just get better as they get older. She's the one you won't do the whole funeral. Yeah, but yeah, I figured there wasn't going to be no whole lot of goings on as far as that funeral was concerned. I was like, I didn't think her family was going for all that. Best known DMV survivor. Yes, you were just talking about her. I was. So I was like, dang. But I was here for all her. You know, y'all know I like a lot of rock and roll and all that stuff. So I was here for it when she said she didn't want to sing all that crying ass shit. I said, girl, I know that's right, honey. You don't want to hear no more of that crying ass, all that old sorry, I'm so sad shit, honey. She said, I don't want to sing that shit. She said, honey, I want to sing some River Deep Mountain High, honey. I was here for it. Her Thunderdome look was one of my favorites. All the children say, we don't need another hero. No, we do not, honey. Child, Aretha's homegoing was a mess, honey. Them red shoes hanging out that casket and all that old foolishness. That was a lot. They were quick to interview Angela Bassett after they found out about Tina. Oh, naturally. 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 Hope Tina's homegoing isn't going to be. That's done. I think it's over, baby. They didn't already. It's a private situation. They ain't doing all that. They ain't doing that. There ain't gonna be no televised situation and all that. Then you probably gonna get some tributes because we get ready to roll up on some awards shows and stuff. But they ain't gonna do all that. They ain't gonna mess around and be having Ariana Grande singing Tina Turner. I mean, that ain't happening. That is not happening. Ain't nobody buying none of that, honey. We don't want it. We don't want it, honey. I don't need to hear 52 different bad versions of Proud Mary, honey. Nope. Now, there are going to be 900 drag versions of shit. The girls ain't going to let it go for a while. I need a Whitney Houston type homegoing for Tina. Oh. It really caught me off guard, though. Wonder if how her husband is doing. Well, it says she's been sick for a while, so the family probably knew more than we did. It probably didn't take them that far off. Tina's Buddhist. They don't do all that. Yeah. I'm getting in all that. We will hear the 52 bad versions of the All right, where we at? What time is it? They've been together since the 80s. Yeah, they kind of got out of the limelight though, so you don't need to get back at it now. I think they were sick of it. I think they were pretty tired of it, so just let it be. Just let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. You say checking in from a night out, Annie. Prince used to kill me with the looks during tributes of his song. Child, he was. My Prince was a little bit narcissistic. He'd be like, "Oh, Charlie, fucking up my shit, honey." I think Pink's voice would do her some justice for a tribute. Yeah, I mean, there would be some people that could do it. We definitely get B would be okay. Pink would be okay. Hell, there's some people. Ledisi would be fine. Patty would be fine if she could remember the words. All the old girls. Gladys will be fine. Gladys could sing some "What's Love Got to Do with It." And there's some white women that could do her songs. Like her song now, "It's Only Love." Well, see, we need like Reba to do that. Like a typical male. Should they go get Shania Twain? Shania Twain would probably do real good singing typical male. All I want is a little attraction. Just enough up to tip the scale. Then they need to get the country girls for some of that stuff. Yeah, go get Gwen Stefani. Gwen Stefani could do some Tina stuff. And yeah. Because remember, that's what she did. She floated back and forth. She did R&B. She did rock. Tina was all over the place. And the funny part is River Deep Mountain High. Actually, River Deep Mountain High, Ariana could actually sing that song. She really could. She could sing it. But you know who I would want to sing it though? Celine Dion. I would prefer Celine Dion singing. But of the young girls, Ariana could do it. Stay out of that whistle register and just sing it and belt it out. She could actually sing it. Her or Mariah Carey. If Mariah Carey's not being lazy, she could sing River Deep Mountain High. Carrie Underwood with no problem. All kind of stuff, LaShonda. We just all over the place. I was about to say, yeah, River Deep Mountain High. Celine need to take that on. But Ariana could do it. Ariana's very capable of doing things. Just, she needs to stay. I heard Celine was sick. Ariana needs to stay out that whistle register. You be like, girl, all that screaming and hollering, girl, you starting to get on my nerves. She got that one song. Oh, I cannot stand this song now, baby. Ooh, I said, oh, bitch, if you don't stop it, honey. She sounded like somebody pushed her down the steps, honey. And she's just, oh, I said, oh, stop it. That song is horrible. I said, what is this? It felt like she was doing a spin on a damn Ashanti song, and somebody kicked her ass down the steps, and she just went to hollering. Just horrible. Ooh, I hate that song. It's God. It's terrible. But I like Ariana, but let that go. They just said Celine got stiff person syndrome. The hell is y'all gonna leave Celine alone, man? She canceled her tour yesterday. Oh no, that song is so old. Spill it. So it was when the media was trying to make her. That song is terrible. That song's horrible. Oh baby, oh girl, shut up. It's terrible. I don't like that song. No, I do not. I do not like that song. You like that song, Kevin? Wipe it out of your mind. Don't like that song. That song's terrible. That's terrible. My favorite song by Ariana is Into You. That's my song. That's my jam right there. I can barely breathe. She sang that. That's the shit right there. And all I want to do. She be singing. And I'm like, that's it. Oh, private dancer, child, listen. Private dancer makes me laugh, honey. And see, that's what I told you. Tina got some song that's just silly. Because that's what is that about? It's about a whore. I love it. I love it. Child, but the song, can't nobody tell me she wasn't clowning. And they just decide to keep it, honey. Well, the men come in these places. Girl, why are you singing like that? I love it. It was like a clown. Like she clowned for that whole song. The whole song, she is clowning. You don't look at their faces. Why is she singing like that? Why dragging it? Because again, what be dragging? An old whore. And in the video, I love the video. Maybe just slinking. Child, okay. Dutch marks are dollars. I said, girl, sing it, honey. Child, that song is funny to me, honey. It's one of my favorites. Yes, it is. Oh, do you want to see me do the shimmy again? I said, what? Oh my God. That is the best, honey. Tina Turner, know her ass was clouding. Do you want to see me do the shimmy again, honey? And then I said, oh, girl. I hope you got an extra 20 for that, honey. Yeah, but that song is about horse. An old, tired ass horse. I love it. Yeah, I like that one. I like that one, honey. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. I'm just thinking about that video. Child, she be dancing. She on half sleep and shit. I said, girl, it's the last one of the night, bitch. Go ahead, girl. And then she wake up. I said, she done fell asleep all on that man's, that drooled all on his goddamn good suit jacket at him. Then she wake up and said, nigga, I'm off. And she walk away. I said, what kind of clown shit is this? I love it. I love it. Private Dancer's everything. That's some funny shit. I like Private Dancer. And Better Be Good to Me was funny too. That video. Oh. I told y'all about the video. I'm going to pull up the video. When she gets to that first part, she turns around, honey. She turns around to the camera. I laugh every goddamn time. Every time, honey. As soon as she turns around, she says, should I? And they zoom that camera in her face. I said, girl, don't you ever let them get you in that frame again, honey. They got you. Woo! Miss Tina, honey, they got you, girl. Every time I watch that video, when I see her fling her head around there and say, should I, honey? I just said, girl, no, should I, honey? You better be good to me. Mm-mm. But now I will say this. One of the baddest ones she ever did, her little baddest remake, honey, was, honey, since we've been together, loving you forever. I said, come on, Tina. She tore Al Green up. I said, Tina. She did. Let's stay together, please. She tore Al Green shit up. I was like, now, Tina, you did that. And you know, that went back to her core with her two girls in the background. I love that video too. I was watching her old clips today. Them wigs were so good, especially way back then. They were swinging the crowd. Right. So because she didn't have no black folks doing it. She had white folks doing her hair, honey. She knew what she wanted. She wanted rock and roll hair, and she had money. She went right to the white girls and got the white girl wigs, honey. And that's why she had, because if you ever look at it, she had white women's hairstyle. She didn't have no black woman's hairstyle. Those were all white women's hairstyles. That was her, you know, the color and everything. Everything that was European, honey. That was not, she wasn't over here with that goddamn overprocessed, that red goddamn curling wax shit in her head, honey. Her hair, that she had white woman's hair, honey. They was dry. They was supposed to be dry like white women's hair, child. Yes. That's what it was supposed to be given. Rock. Not soul, rock, honey. Yes, honey. That's how she was doing it. Was an iron curtain. Yeah, child, she wasn't trying to be, child, all that shit. Y'all hair don't move fast enough. Janet, you got your whole head, your whole goddamn head. You know, that's that pleasure principle. Look, she wasn't fucking with that shit. Janet had to get a wrap, sit 22 hours, have 52 tracks sewn in, honey, and spin her head for it to off and fall back in place. The only person's hair who fell back in place like that was there was Pebbles, because that was hers. But no, Janet had 900 tracks, honey, and they had that damn curling wax on it, honey, and they didn't, honey, and it was the shit, honey. That pleasure principle, but she'll snap her neck to get that effect. Tina was dry. And it was a white woman's wig, honey. And then she went with that full-on teased out poodle look, honey. Tina knew what she was doing. She knew exactly what she was doing. She said Beverly Johnson wigs. Okay. Yes, indeed. Don't believe that, though. Them wasn't Beverly Johnson wigs. You know whose wigs them was. Those were Joan Collins wigs, honey. Believe it. Believe it. True theatrics, honey. Miss Tina was all right. Appropriation at its fact. Absolutely. Absolutely. The way she dressed and everything. She dressed like a white woman. No black woman dressed like that. Everything she did was European. She, once she broke away from goddamn fighting ass Ike, her persona was of a rock. She was a woman of rock. She dressed like Hart, and I mean, I ain't never had no problem with it, but I saw what it was given. I saw what it was given. Yeah, she could have been never. She could have been singing any of that shit. Never run away. She did. I mean, she was right in line with that. She was MTV. She was MTV. She sang with Bryan Adams. It's only love. That her look went with that. Mini skirt, it ain't tight. Black girls wear a mini skirt, a micro mini. It's tight to where you can't even move your legs. White girl wear the mini skirt. It's loose. It fit in the waist, and then it's damn near A-line. That's a white girl thing. Her style was European. European, Nanny. European. And she had money. So it wasn't that cheap shit. It was the good shit. Fishnet hose and shit like that. Tall heels. Not a whole lot of, doodads and things. Chain blouses. Black girls weren't wearing that shit. Black girls were not wearing no chain link blouses. White men were rock stars wearing chain link blouses. She got them blouses from over at goddamn David Lee Roth's house. Put that on with them good titties she had, honey, and come on out to shake her poodle hair and get on down. Shit, y'all wasn't ready, honey. Miss Tina knew what she was doing, honey. Where was she from originally? Nutbush, Tennessee. Old Nutbush. Nutbush city limits. Nutbush. That's where she was from. They had greasy hair down there. Their hair was chopped. Lard, honey. When you had that goddamn lard, your hair ain't move like that, honey. Well, people keep the city clean. They call it Nutbush. Old Nutbush. When you singing like that, damn well your hair got wax in it. And that long. Used to be that long. But they done burnt the other part off. Quit playing. Y'all act like y'all don't know. Stop playing. Knock it off. Yeah, child. Schoolhouse, outhouse. Child. But that's what she turned into. She got exactly what she wanted. She wanted to be a rock artist. And I was here for it. Go for it. They used to give her that. They used to give her, she act like a white woman. Well, and that was it. She ain't date no more black men either, did she? Gotta get their ass beat by that nigga. White men loved her. They did. The white men loved her. The white folks loved her. And that was fine. That's fine. You go with who loves you. Shit. Everyone from Texas, Tina was simply the right. You're simply the best. That's that song was very white. Better than all the rest. All of that. None of that's not R&B music. Anyone I ever met. That wasn't black. They didn't play that on the black channel. They played that on MTV. B94. That's what he was playing at. She was completely the opposite of what she was prior. Right, Adrian? Getting to the money. Listen, I ain't never had a problem with that, child. You go where the money resides, and where you're comfortable. As long as he ain't Candace's husband. Yeah, I mean, you child, do you shit. I loved all that stuff. I still tell you, come on. Come on. And what was my other song? Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Golden you try that. No black people shit. You black people didn't even go to see the damn movie. Child, I had my black ass in there now. He said with a golden house. Come on, Tina. That's another song she was clowning on, that. She was clowning. I feel his breath. I said, girl, okay. Golden lines. I said, girl, okay, girl. Hey. Again, I'm telling you, I swear she would be in that goddamn studio clowning. Like, I think some of that stuff was like, we didn't mean to do it like that. Like, we was in there just trying something and being funny. And it's like, girl, that sounds good. Just go ahead, go with it. And that child, listen, I'm here for it. I love all that. But I love that old Golden. But I was shocked when she told Gladys and told her, girl, go on over there and sing that damn what's the James Bond movie that Gladys sang the song? It was a good song too, but hers was straight up, it did get played on the black channel. What was Gladys's? I can't think of it. What the hell was Gladys's? I'm sitting there thinking, "A View to a Kill." That was my boys, honey. That was Duran Duran. Love Duran Duran. Oh, License to Kill. Right. I got a license to kill. Yeah. And that now her song sounded like some nigga shit. Yeah. Yeah. But you know GoldenEye sound like white folks. So was her accent fake? I can't pinpoint her accent, but definitely not Southern and black. Right, and her accent was hers. It wasn't fake, Kevin. It was hers. She created it herself. It wasn't fake. It was real. It was real to her. She created that herself. Are you ready for me? That wasn't black or white. That was some bullshit. That was some bullshit Tina went on. I ain't mad with the bitch. That's how you do that. Tina has some shit with her. I'm here for it. God damn it. She sure did. I didn't even think. I need to get off here and go to bed. I didn't even think about that. Kevin, see what you started. Well, I'll never forget her doing that in that closet. You ready for me? Yeah, bitch. Tina, that accent, yep. Yep. She did that shit. I told you. That's all that bullshit. And Eartha created her shit too. And all that purring and shit. What? Eartha Kitt created that herself. So that's just delectable. That old shit. What? And you know, she was all that damn Eartha Kitt. Eartha Kitt was like, she was bad business. Eartha just, you know, she just say shit. Like, they'd be like, girl, don't say that. Honey, and she would say smart shit. You know, she didn't give a damn. Eartha's mouth was treacherous. So, you know, when she knew how to get to the money. I like Eartha, but Eartha gives me old horror, honey. Listen, I was here for it. That's where all that old purring and shit come from. You want to get in a wallet, honey? See how that get you somebody? Ain't you ready to open up your wallet, honey? Aren't you ready to open your wallet? Let me do it for y'all one more time, honey. Ain't you ready to open up your wallet? See how that fucked you up, honey? Earth ain't slick, honey. I know when I see one, honey. I loved her, honey. Her and old Hallie, honey. I like Halle Berry too, honey, with that walk of hers, honey, purring and carrying on with them beautiful white teeth. I said, you ain't slick, Halle, honey. She was perfect playing Catwoman. They talked mess. I loved Halle Berry's her rendition of Catwoman. She was just as cat-like, honey. I loved it. I loved every moment of it. Here we go with my women again. I did. I loved it. What? Tina was like, I'm done with Ike and all this. Yeah, that's what she said. She told him. She told him, she said, she said, I'm tired of all that. So I don't want to sing about that no more. She said it in interviews and stuff. What's up, Ghetto View? Halle Berry is my Catwoman. The script could have been better. You know what? I liked it. I liked the fact that they didn't try to make her like a black version of Michelle Pfeiffer. Because Michelle Pfeiffer was bad to the bone. All of the Catwomen have like held their own. Julie Newmar was fierce. Eartha Kitt was fierce, but fierce in her own way. It wasn't like a copy. You know what I mean? She did her thing. And then when Michelle Pfeiffer came, Michelle Pfeiffer, her and that whole Tim Burton Catwoman, that shit was everything. It was so dark and demonic, and he actually played with the Tim Burton's Catwoman. He literally, I don't know if people caught this, but he played with the fact that the bitch is really dead. She really is. She's dead. She's this old dead bitch. She's dead. The bitch, her face is white as this damn vinyl. And she was just dead. I mean, how you gonna kill her? She's already dead. Selena Kyle died, honey. The cats brought her back. Dead, honey. She walked around. She had the whole dead persona. Same thing with Halle. She was dead too, remember? Shit her out, honey. They threw her down in the damn thing. She come out with the toxic. She had shit all on her face and she come out of the toilet, honey. And the cats brought her back. She was dead too. Had my mama's name. I said, that ain't name her after my mama. Lord have mercy. She was dead too. But Tim Burton played with the fact that she was dead. She was so morbid in the way she moved and the way she acted. She acted like the Corpse Bride came later, but the Corpse Bride was just like Catwoman. Didn't y'all clock that? All that makeup and that white face and the blue undertones, fierce. But I loved Halle's version of Catwoman. I did. And I love that Julie Newmar came back in and played the lady that walked her over into the whole catetry of it all. I loved it. Now, of them, my favorite, Michelle is my favorite too, Kevin. Michelle is my favorite. Yeah, she, again, because she was just so dark. She was dark. Oh, remember when she came out of the store and she was backflipping across the street and stopped, and Batman was standing there and she said, oh, meow. And then the whole building blew up behind her. I said, this bitch she with the shits. I knew then. I was like, oh, I cannot with her. Yeah, but she was my favorite. That's my favorite Batman movie too. Listen, Michelle was everything. But I like Michelle Pfeiffer. herself, period. Michelle Pfeiffer, she's another one. She's so bad. She is so sexy. And her eyes, she looked like she is literally looking through you. I love it. Do y'all remember her in Wolf? Where she's like, I could smell. I was like, girl, when she was fucked up at the end, honey. I could smell you a mile away. I said, girl, I know that's right, honey. And them eyes was looking like, baby, I'm going to eat you up, honey. I love it. Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer's got all that. And she was the stuff in White Oleander, too. She was an evil bitch, honey. She was just as manipulative. I said, oh, my goodness, honey. Manipulative as hell. That was really good. Miss Michelle Pfeiffer. But we go all the way back to Grease, too. Cool Rider, honey. And if he's cool enough, he can burn me through and through. That was my shit. The villains in Batman movies were great. Always. Oh, child, Oswald Cobblepot, honey. Listen, I know some real life Oswald Cobblepots, honey. Right down here on the YouTube, honey. I done seen Oswald Cobblepot a couple times, honey, down here on YouTube. And I said, listen, leave me alone, honey. Don't make me come over there with my broom. Oh, shit. But child, I ain't doing that with y'all tonight. But child, shit. Y'all know y'all done seen Oswald Cobblepot talking about me. So say what you want about me, honey. You just go get you another piece of fish. We'll get you another piece of fish and blow your nose, honey. Leave me alone. Anyway, moving on, honey. See how y'all do? Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't worth a quarter. Anyway, honey. You know I ain't lying, Jane. Chill. And Miss Poison Ivy. Miss Poison Ivy was cool. Miss Uma, honey. Miss Uma Thurman. She was cool. How do we get here? Let me see. What else Tina do? No, yeah, Tina did her We Don't Need Another Hero. That was cool. I love the whole chain link. See, again, that was just like she was just Tina Turner. She was just Tina Turner in that movie. In Thunderdome, she was just Tina Turner. That white hair, bald on the sides, and the mohawk. And that badass, and to this day, she looked like she stink. Because, she's supposed to look like, a nomad or whatever. But, yeah, you're supposed to look dirty. But that silver chain link gown, bad as shit. And it looked just like her stage costuming. It looked like her stuff that she wore on stage. Or just like her stuff she wore on stage. I loved it. And We Don't Need Another Hero is a gorgeous song. It really is. And I don't really, the kid voices thing, but that was perfect. Like to use the children's choir to sing that song. That was awesome. That's a good song. That's a really good song. And that's the one I'm sorry. I don't think anybody else can sing that but her. That was her song. Nobody else can sing that but her. Trying to think. What else Tina done? She did some of everything, child. She was that girl. I liked old Miss Tina, honey. Miss Tina. And I remember her. Like, I remember a lot of stuff airing when she was with Ike when I was young. And she would come on like Johnny Carson and stuff like that. You would see her. I was like, girl, who is this woman, honey? She be moving so fast, honey. I said, look at her. So she ain't cute, but that bitch is jamming. She would be jamming, built like a brick shit house. And she always had good costumes. Her and Miss Robbie and them. Oh, Tina. Why must we wait until tonight is my jam? Listen. Ike looked high all the time. Sage is ugly. He probably was high though. He was high and he was just so damn abusive and weird. I mean, he was something else. He wasn't right. He wasn't right. He wasn't a very nice person. Just mean and hateful and controlling altogether. And jealous. Most of what his issue was with Tina, he was jealous of her. He was jealous of her. I think he was intrigued by her at first, and then he thought he could control her, or he found out he could control her, and then as time went on, he was just jealous of her. Did Tina do plastic surgery? Of course she did. All the old pictures look different. Say what you really mean, baby. It's not they look different. She wasn't cute. She wasn't cute. You can say what you want to say. Ain't nobody gonna get you. She wasn't cute. But that's okay. It's okay to do a little something. Stephanie Mills did a little something, made herself look better. Patty did a little something, made herself look better. Because none of them, and they didn't have to get like, total overhaul, but they just needed a little hit, a little something. And that's it. That's the trick, is not to do too much. Because Patti LaBelle knows she was, woo! Patty was a booger wolf. She was. And she just did a little something. And then as time went on, she actually got better again with age. She's one of those people that aged into some looks, different looks. But yeah, when Patty was young, my poor Patty was a booger wolf, honey. But when she opened her mouth, baby, get her to the church on time. I can't stand the rain. There is a video to I Can't Stand the Rain, I think. I'm more than sure there is. Bringing back sweet memories. When we were together. Yeah, she sang the shit out of that too. Everything was so grand. And it's the way she sang, honey. Again. Now that was more of a y'all laughing at me, but that was more of a black-esque song, honey. When she, yeah, child. Yeah, that was black. Hey, window pane. I was like, girl, go ahead, honey. You will say I'm saying anything. Yeah, wow. Listen, I'm telling the truth. The truth. TRUF, honey, the truth. Yeah, but I think now she meant that when she sang that. She meant that, honey. No, I'm saying everything. She meant that when she sang that. Oh, I can't stand the rain, honey. Against my window, honey. Bringing back sweet memories. Hey, window pane. Do you remember? I said, girl, somebody got her in the feelings, honey. Yeah. Old Tina. I want to hear Cher really get telling her story when she get old and her mind start going. When her mind start going and she get to telling the real shit, I want to hear it, honey. Because Cher, I believe, got some stories to tell too. She another one. Cher's bad. Cher's bad too. Are you fitness so? I'm working on t-shirts, Kevin. Working on t-shirts. Working on t-shirts. when she get old? Yeah, when she get older. Like when she get old and her shit start getting lucid. And she be like, let me tell y'all. And then we gonna be like this. I'm waiting on Rue to get old and get to telling shit, honey. Because when Rue get old, start telling baby, head's gonna roll, honey. I'm be sitting right around saying, tell it! Because I remember a lot of shit with Rue, honey. When she started talking about you black folks, honey, ain't gonna be nothing nice, honey. She tell her true feelings, honey. Cher been looking the same since forever. Well, yeah, but that ain't no work. That's, well, I mean, she got some stuff. But Cher's just, she Indian, child. Yeah, she Native American. So, she got some good shit going on. Cher, she's sharp to me. She's sharp. And she's different. She got her own thing too. Don't nobody sound like her. She's just who she is. Yeah, likes me some old Cher, honey. When she started talking like Smokey Robinson and Quincy. Oh. Listen. If Diana's too, she won't do it. She won't let nothing slip. Diane ain't gonna let, because she'll be telling on her goddamn self, so she ain't gonna do that. Because Patty already be telling her shit. You be like, Patty, knock it off, honey. You're doing too much. She was doing some interview. She said, you know what? I almost forgot all about that. I done got mad about that all over. Got all shit, honey. Come get her. Come get her. Come get her. Come get her. She gonna start her bullshit, honey. Come get her, honey. Zori, come get your mama. They asked her about Diana Ross, and she was saying it was one thing, and then they said, well, what about when she stole Cindy Bird's song from you all, honey? She said, I forgot all about that. Wait a minute, I'm about to get mad all that. I said, uh-oh. That was jive. That was jive, honey. You say Patty's so Philly, honey. Miss LaBelle, honey. That's my girl. I just want her to stop singing, though. I want her to stop touring. Just chill. Just go chill. Just go somewhere and sit down and chill. She said she wanted to cut down. Yeah, she said, I wanted to slap her face. I said, girl, I get it. That little stuff that Diana Ross was doing it was a lot. I could imagine wanting to slap her. Some of that shit she was doing, that shit wasn't cute. You watching All Stars? I am. Yeah, I'm watching. I am watching Miss Lalaurie and the girls. I am watching. All right, you all. Listen, we are approaching the 3 hours. 3 hours. It's cute so far. Yeah, it ain't bad. It ain't bad. I've been watching. I'm watching that. I'm watching Young, Famous, and African. I'm just taking my time with it. Patty only really hits the really high notes now, right? Because there's some trouble in her lower register, but we ain't gonna beat her up. But yeah, she got trouble in her lower register. She need to quit playing. And then and more than that, because she knows how to get around that. But her in this forgetting these lyrics, I cannot with her in these lyrics. Can't do it. Driving me nuts with them damn lyrics. She been forgetting her lyrics for a few years though, but it's just getting more and more evident. And that's starting to drive me, honey. I cannot. But what do? I think she just go make her some albums. Just go in the studio. Go on in the studio. You ain't got to keep touring, baby. Just go on down to the studio house. What did Diana? Was that Diana and Barry or both of them? Child, Diane, child. That's the child. But she don't want to put her kids' stories out there, honey. You don't need to do your kids, honey. Ain't no need to do your kids in the midst of your bullshit. Ain't no need. I like when she was acting on Star. Yeah, she was cool. She's always been funny as an actress, but she only just basically she's typecast. She's been playing herself, acting up. Remember when she was Dwayne Wayne's mother on A Different World? Funny as hell. Funny as hell. Could not stand Whitley. Yeah, Frank's old too. So she got Lord Whitley so bad. Now, see, Out All Night wasn't my show. I wasn't really down with that too much. But yeah, when she was on, her and Diane Carroll would do their guest roles on A Different World as Whitley's mother and Dwayne's mother. I would be in there screaming. Do you hear me? Child, I laughed so hard at Diane Carroll. Listen, prune cobbler, honey. When she when they was arguing over it, when Keanu and Whitley was arguing over the prune cobbler and flipped the whole thing, and it flipped over, and Patty found out. Oh my God, honey. I seen that, newbie. Don't be sending me that shit. Don't do that, newbie. I seen it. See, newbie is acting up. Y'all ain't seen newbie back there sending me shit. Newbie ain't worth a quarter. She gonna send me that damn clip when Patty was singing This Christmas, gonna say, "Where's my background singers? Where's my cue cards?" I said, now, Patty, that's just trifling. That whole performance was trifling. I keep trying to forget that. That was trifling. She just gonna say, yeah, it's gonna be a beautiful woo. I said, you done forgot the damn words. Who don't know the words to This Christmas? 'Cause this Christmas, oh yes, where's my cue cards, baby? Girl, you trifling. The only thing I've ever seen as trifling is that. Yes, I'm going to see Billy Porter tomorrow. The only thing I've seen as trifling as that is Shaka Khan with the lyrics on the back of her fan at Aretha's funeral. That was trifling. If you can't do no better than that, get your ass over there and sit at the table with the cakes and the pies and shut up. That was so trifling. I was so over it. Shaka, or foolishness. Foolishness. That was bad. And then right after that, you seen Ariana with that terrible dress. I said, y'all is up in this church carrying. It is terrible. Stop it. Talk about inappropriate, honey. A mess. A mess. I tried to be nice. I screamed at that too. Oh, but I was talking about them playing the mothers, honey. Playing the mothers. And when the wedding happened and Dwayne Wayne crashed the wedding and Diane Carroll said, "Oh, just die! Just die!" I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I used to love A Different World, but I didn't like it until after Lisa left. I didn't start watching that show until after Lisa Bonet left. Nothing personal, but I didn't like the show until after she was gone, honey. I was like, enough of her. I was glad when she left the Cosby's, and I was like, okay, I'm done with her. And then she showed up over there. I was like, ugh. All right, well, I don't want to watch this, honey. And funny enough, I ain't really like Jada Pinkett's character. When she used to play Lena, Lena used to get on my damn nerves. I saw Chaka at the VH1 event. VH1 event, she had to start over many times. It turned out good when they showed it on TV. Ciao. Ain't nobody got time for Chaka and her high bullshit. Yvonne, whatever her real name is, she know her ass be too damn high up. She was a mess at that damn verses. I said, now Chaka girl, knock it off, honey. I couldn't stand Lena either. I thought it was just me, newbie. Lena used to get on my nerves. She used to get on my last nerve. Dwayne and Whitley was cute, though, because they were so two different sides of the tracks. I just loved them. I just loved them. My favorite was that three-part episode when they took that summer vacation, honey, and got mixed up with them drug dealers. That shit was funny. Funny. That was pretty good. That was a good show. Once they took Lisa Bonet out of it. No shade, but shade. No shade, but shade, Miss Lisa Bonet, honey. She did her best work in Angel Heart, honey. Why? She was a whore. She played a nice old whore, honey. Mm-hmm. Demented. Too old and too high. Oh, no. All right, you all. I think I've tapped myself out with this. I am tired. So listen. If I do not see you all, well, I probably will not see you all tomorrow because I have things to do. And I may not see, well, I probably may not see you on Monday either. But listen, you all have a good holiday. Be safe. I might come on Monday. I may, because I've been really playing around. I told you I'm not really feeling like a cookout. And I'm not sure what I really want to do and what I really want to eat or any of that stuff. But I think I might actually grill and all that. I do got a taste for potato salad, though. And that's weird. I have a taste for potato salad, and I got a taste for corn on the cob. But I don't have a taste for ribs. But I got all that stuff. So, I mean, all I got to do is just do it. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it. Maybe I'll wait and I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. You say call us back and tell us about the concert. Kevin, are you feeling better now? Can I go to bed now? I can go to bed now? Or do I need to be worried about you instead of sleeping? Hey, Black Queen. Oh, enough. Are you married? Am I married? Not even dating. Nope. Not even dating. I can't get nobody to speak up for me. Good night, Silent. I'm good. I'll talk to you later about it. Okay, babe. No problem. Jane, it's good to see you, chick. I ain't seen you in a minute. Well, I did see you. I was looking over your shoulder, but I didn't say anything. So I've been looking over your shoulder. But yeah, I haven't been down here. What do you say, married? Nine. Well, why you say married with a question mark? Bare fingers. Bare fingers. Nope. Don't nobody like me like that. I don't guess. And here I thought you missed us. It was all about old Kevin. Newbie. Newbie ain't nothing but a troublemaker. You are a troublemaker and the worst kind. I see marriage in your future. Really? Really? Okay. Long as there's a trip to the jewelry store involved, I guess I'll go for it. Do you see that? Do you see that in the future? Do you see any jewels, honey? And what type of jewels, honey? The kind I can wear on my finger, hopefully. Or around my neck or in my ears. Something like that. Hey, Crazy K. All right, you all. Oh, see how they want to start that. Oh, sorry. You know that's catchy. Anyway, all right, you all. I will see you all on the flip side. Like I said, I probably will see y'all on Monday. I'll make a point of getting to see you all on Monday. Shall I see my bed in my future? Oh, silent. Okay. I will see you all later. Happy Memorial Day to you all. I'm saying it in advance, but yeah, I'll come back in on Monday. We'll talk. We'll have cocktails and talk on Monday. Cocktails and shit talking on Monday. How's that? Goodbye, newbie, you troublemaking heifer. Oh, newbie doobie. Always starting to that. Have a good night, swirl girl. I'll see y'all later. Bye.